आप सुनेंगे? बोले हाँ। मैं कहा सर, जब आप अपने काउंटर पार्ट्स के साथ बैठते हैं इंडिया में, तो क्या आप उनको ट्रस्ट करते हैं? कहते नहीं। मैंने कहा आपके उन पे फेथ है? कहते नहीं। तो मैंने कहा सर, मैं एक चीज बोलूंगा, आप 24 या 48 घंटे भी बात करते रहे, आपकी प्रोग्रेस जो होगी वो हमेशा एक शक की दीवार के साथ टकराएगी। तो हमें अगर ये शक की दीवार को कम करना है तो एक दूसरे की बेहतरी सोचनी है। सो पीस थ्रू कम्युनिटी सर्विस एज आवर ऑब्जेक्टिव फ्रेंड्स। वी हैव गॉट दीज मैचिंग क्लब्स, रोटरी क्लब्स, जो पाकिस्तान इंडिया के हम मैच करेंगे आज, और रोटरैक्ट क्लब्स मैच करेंगे। ये पहली सीढ़ी है एक राब्ता बनाने की, और इसके बाद रिश्ते बनाने की, और आगे अल्लाह और भगवान जो करेगा, मुझे पक्की उम्मीद है कि वो अच्छा करेगा। With these words, not so few words, I had to express my sentiment. I would request, अगर नवदीप चावला साहब हमारी डिस्ट्रिक्ट के 3011 के हैं, तो वो कुछ लाइनें कहें, कुछ बोलें इस बारे में। थैंक यू। नवदीप जी चले, अगर नवदीप जी शायद उनको अनम्यूट कर दें, मे बी ही इज नॉट unmuted, or he may be having some problems on the internet.
I've just been unmuted. Thank you very much.
Please.
Good morning, everybody, and my dear Rotary friends in Rotary, and especially the chief guest, PDG Syed Shamsi ji, conference chair Dr. Aftab Imam Sahib, DG Rais Khan Sahib, PDG M Faiz Kidwai Sahib, and all distinguished Rotarians from India and Pakistan, and of course Rotaract members who are attending this meeting. Greetings from New Delhi, greetings from India to all of you. It is a very proud moment for me, at least. This is for the first time, I am attending a meeting where we are talking about friendship, and the name is very appropriately the House of Friendship of this meeting. And I'm very confident that both our countries having almost similar problems for each other. And especially जब हमारे दिल एक दूसरे के साथ मिलते हैं, जब हमारा सब कुछ एक दूसरे के साथ मिलता है और अंदर से अच्छी फीलिंग है, at least I can vouch for Rotarians. Because we are not political, we are totally apolitical, and we actually want to do service. And if we can do across the borders, it can be a wonderful opportunity as well as a wonderful example for the rest of the world. We have, one of the very important aspect in front of us, polio eradication. पाकिस्तान ने इतनी मेहनत की है और आखिरी पड़ाव पे पहुंच गया है. We are very close to eradicating polio from Pakistan and Afghanistan, and India was a couple of years, in the same position. And I think this would be one of the biggest challenge where we would like to work together with you, wherever we can help. Even we can donate on the projects wherever it is required. Then water conservation is another burning issue where we are doing so much of effort, and we replicate the same in your country, and I am sure it is also very much needed. COVID itself has offered a lot of new areas of service. There is so much of unemployment, there are so much of misery post-COVID. I am sure both the countries have similar problems, and I am sure with Rotary we can tackle these things together. So I'm very happy to be part of it, and I thank Deepak ji and I thank PTG as Kidwai Saab to organize this group and organize this meeting, and I assure you that I will give all my best to this group, and probably we will do something which would be really remembered. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Navdeep. Thank you very much. Friends, I would like to just move on and pass on to Ikra Sajid to give the list of the clubs which have matched with each other. और ये matching process यहाँ पे तो जो हो गया सो हो गया. थोड़ी आवाज कम करें अगर कर सके तो. जो मैचिंग हो गई है वो तो ठीक है, पर ये एक कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस रहेगा और ये चलता रहेगा. सो इकरा, ऑन टू यू. Maybe you should read out the list of the clubs from both sides. Rotary clubs, I think, first, which have matched with each other. और क्योंकि यहाँ काफी रोट्रैक्टर भी आए हुए हैं, कुछ अगर आप रोटेटर्स की भी मैचिंग बता सकते हैं तो बचा दें, पर ये अभी शुरुआत है। जो यहाँ मैचिंग है वो काफी नहीं है, ये चलती रहेगी। ओवर टू इकरा।
अनम्यूट कर लीजिए। ये हो गया।
ओवर टू इकरा।
दीपक, जब तक इकरा कुछ बात करें, आई वुड लाइक टू से समथिंग.
हाँ फैज भाई, मोस्ट वेलकम, प्लीज कम इन.
Yes, thank you, Deepak, and all friends from across the border, India as well as Pakistan. दीपक ने जो बात की, मैं उसकी न सिर्फ तायद करता हूँ, बल्कि मैं ये कहूँगा कि मेरा ताल्लुक जो है वो हिंदुस्तान में दोस्तों से और मेरे अपने कुछ रिश्तेदार भी वहाँ पे वो बचपन से रहा है. और मैं एक चीज में बताऊं कि शुरू से लेके मैंने अपनी 60 साल की जिंदगी में आज तक ये नहीं देखा हमारी 1-to-1 बेसिस पे कभी किसी भी लेवल पे कोई नफरतें क्रिएट हुई हो. हम लोग 1-to-1 बेसिस पे एक नहीं सैकड़ों हजारों एग्जांपल्स मौजूद हैं जहां पर वी हैव शोन फ्रॉम टाइम टू टाइम द लव एंड अफेक्शन फॉर ईच अदर. तो हम इसी चीज को जो है आगे बढ़ाएं और लोगों को आपस में इकट्ठा करें, लोगों के दिलों को इकट्ठा करें. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, fine. तो लोगों को हम इकट्ठा करें ग्रास रूट लेवल के ऊपर. हमने इतने अच्छे अच्छे प्रोग्राम्स किए, उसमें भी हमें इतने जबरदस्त जो है वो तजुर्बे हमें हुए हैं. जैसे यूथ एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम्स किए थे जहां बच्चों को आइडिया नहीं था कि वो जब एक दूसरे के मुल्कों में ट्रैवल करेंगे तो उनको क्या तजुर्बा होएगा. आने से पहले वो सब घबराए हुए थे और जाते वक्त वो सब आंसुओं से रो रहे थे. ये हमने हिंदुस्तान के बच्चे जो पाकिस्तान आए थे उनमें भी उनके साथ भी तजुर्बा हमें हुआ है, और जो पाकिस्तान से बच्चे हिंदुस्तान में गए थे. तो जो बॉटम लाइन है वो मैं ये समझता हूँ कि पीपल एट द ग्रास रूट लेवल they don't have any reason to remain opposite to each other, to remain and to have any sort of animosity, for very simple reason कि जो issues हैं, जो problem है, उनके लिए वो day to day problems हैं. वो हमारी जो values है वो एक है, social values, economic situation, cultures, वो काफी हद तक के मिलते हैं और नहीं मिलते हैं. तो we enjoy the culture of each other. तो ये इस चीज को हमें promote करना है और हमें कनेक्ट करना है एक दूसरे को. जिस दिन हम कामयाब हो जाएं एट लार्जर स्केल, और मेरे ख्याल में जो कोविड-19 है, ये जहां एक चैलेंज है वहां एक बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी भी है. हम इस अपॉर्चुनिटी को यूज करते हुए, जैसे आज जो हम ऑनलाइन ये मीटिंग कर रहे हैं, मेरे ख्याल में ये मीटिंग नहीं हो सकती थी अगर ये कोविड-19 की सिचुएशन नहीं होती. ये कॉन्फ्रेंस हमारी रूटीन में होती है, एक रूटीन में कॉन्फ्रेंस में हमें अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिलती. सो लेट अस टेक दिस एन अपॉर्चुनिटी. आई जस्ट टॉक ऑफ वन प्रोजेक्ट and I'll request all my Rotarians in India and Pakistan and the Rotractors के जहां दीपक ने और प्रोजेक्ट्स का जिक्र किया और हमारे दोस्तों ने, एक प्रोजेक्ट है ई लर्निंग, जो इंडिया जो है वो माशाल्लाह काफी उसमें एडवांस हुआ है, काफी आगे बढ़ रहा है. Let us through e-learning connect our younger generation, our schools in both the countries. हमारे यहाँ Rotractors, Rotarians, they are available to get connected through e-learning programs in India, and let our friends in India get connected to education and systems and especially at the grassroots level in schools and for the out of school children in Pakistan. ये हम online, इसमें हमें किसी चीज की, किसी resources की ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है. We just have to take out some time, and which I think we have. At least in these days, you all can afford. Even otherwise, Rotarians always have time for good things. So this is my message to all of you. Or now we can move ahead. We have coordinators from Pakistan. The co-moderator 3271 is Ikra Rotractor, District Rotrac Representative elect Ikra Sajjad, and from 3272, our dear friend, past President Masroor Sheikh. He will be coordinating and moderating on behalf of District 3272. So let us move to Ikra. And if you can read out the names of various clubs, Rotary and Rotary clubs, then I'll request, and rather Ikra, Deepak will request Masroor Sheikh to continue from there.
Yeah.
I will leave from here because I have to make some arrangements for the conference. And thank you so much, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Faiz Bhai, for wonderful words. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Sir Faiz, for. Hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to thank PDG Faiz Bhai for such wise words. Sir, before we begin, I would like to ask Sir Masroor to read out the names of Rotary clubs from 3272 who are taking part in the matching ceremony in the Sister Club agreement. Sir Masroor, please read out the names of
Thank you very much.
clubs
Thank
participating.
you very much. Thank you very much, Ikra. The names of those clubs are, first of all, is my own club, my home club, which is Islamabad Downtown. Then Rotary Club of Islamabad Margla, the club of our past and first lady governor from 3272, Faiza Kamar. And then Rotary Club of Islamabad, the club of our recently announced best president of the region, Madam Nargis Nasir. Then RC Islamabad Hills, Rawalpindi Rainbow, Islamabad Garden, Lahore Mazang, another very dynamic club of our present AG and incoming Deputy Governor Ishra Shamim. And then there is a club of another Deputy Governor, this is Tabassum Wahid, RC Lahore Falcons. And then Lahore Kent, the club of our existing sitting governor, Mubarak Ali Shahid. And then Lahore Crescent, a club of our incoming leader, Saifullah Ijaz. RC Lahore South, club of our very dear friends, Nadeem Mazhar and Nurul Zaman Rafiq. Then Jhang Sadr, RC Jhang Sadr, the club of our IPDG, and RC Toba Tek Singh, and Rotary Club of Lahore, Rotary Club of Lahore Sharki, the club of our leader in the district, PDG Saeed Shamsi Saab, who's the chief guest of today. And then comes Rotary Club of Multan. Rotary Club of Multan is a very dynamic club of our friend Khwaja Muhammad Hussain Saab and his buddies. And then Rotary Club of Multan Midtown, another big club of our district headed by Rotarian Altaf Shahid. And then Rotary Club of Multan Metropolitan, club of our dear friend Dr. Zari Ashraf. And this is the initial list. We have many more clubs we are in contact with, and we'll let you know later on. Thank you. That's all
Thank
from
you.
my side. Yes.
Thank you. Ikra.
Thank you, sir. To add on, I would be reading out the names of Rotary clubs from 3271. To begin with, we have Rotary Club of Nawab Shah on board, Rotary Club of Sakkar, Rotary Club of Khairpur, Rotary Club of Mirpur Khas, Qasimabad Hyderabad, Quetta Bulan Valley, Karachi Karsas, Karachi Sunset Millennium, Karachi Cosmopolitan, Karachi Kehkashan, and Karachi Karachi. These are all the Rotary clubs taking part from 3271 in the matching clubs in the sister club agreement. To further proceed ahead with the agenda and reading out names of Rotary clubs, I would like to request PDG Iqbal Qureshi to share a few words with us over the moment we are initiating from here. So Iqbal.
Before going to Iqbal Qureshi Sahab, I would like to add a name I've just missed. Rotary Club of Islamabad Metropolitan, one of the leading clubs of the district. They are part of it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Good.
Is PDG Iqbal Qureshi there? Otherwise, you can continue with the Rotary clubs.
Well, I'm here as well.
Sir, please say something.
This is a great occasion, wonderful occasion, you see, and I think so that everybody present over here, I just say salam to everybody. And what a wonderful day and what a wonderful arrangement. Sayyid Shafri Sahab, salam alaikum, and everybody is around me. Ikra, you had mentioned the name of this club of our district over here, and from the other side, Masood has given the other numbers. We hope so that inshallah ta'ala we will be doing something very extraordinary, because we understand that Rotract is a movement, by which now the Rotary can prosper much more better than before. And this dignity and this change which I have seen today is because of this Rotract movement presently. We hope so that in the coming time, we'll be having a wonderful time and wonderful occasion to meet each other and to do something great work Rotary and the great leadership we have around us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. To proceed ahead, I would like to read out the names of Rotary clubs taking part from 3271. There is Rotary Club of Jamshoro, Rotary Club of Karachi, Rotary Club of Hyderabad Galaxy, Karachi East, Karachi Innovators, Karachi Cosmopolitan, Karachi My Home Club, Jamshoro Optimist, Sakhar and Khairpur. Sir Deepak?
Yeah, I'm there. Have you? Can I ask Mridula, past President Mridula Khatri, to read out the names of the Rotary clubs from our side? Is that okay, Ikra? Let Mridula
Yes,
read out the names.
Yes, sir.
Mridula?
Perfect.
Are you there, Mridula? Unmute karo inko Mridula ji ko, if you can find her. Mridula, are you there?
Sir, can you repeat the name, please?
I was talking about Mridula Khatri. She would be there. Is
Sir,
she
we
there?
are finding her.
Okay.
Sir, yes, she is unmuted.
So unko unmute kar do. And Mridula?
Yes.
Mridula?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. Please read the names of the Rotary clubs from our district जो अभी initially जिन्होंने नाम दिए हैं, फिर और बढ़ाते जाएंगे. Please.
Sure. Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much, sir. Participating clubs from District 3011 are Rotary Club of Delhi, Chhatrapuri, Rotary Club of Delhi, Panchkula Park, Rotary Club of Faridabad, Rotary Club of Faridabad Central, Rotary Club of Faridabad East, Rotary Club of Faridabad Midtown, Rotary Club of Faridabad Royals, Rotary Club of Gurgaon Cosmopolitan, Rotary Club of Gurgaon Kutub, Rotary Club of Gurgaon South City, Rotary Club of Rohtak, Rotary Club of Rohtak Scholars. Thank you very much.
Okay. I think there is one club of Palampur from District 3070, and we are still in the process of getting more clubs from 3012. There'll be 3 districts initially who will be participating in the matching program. I'll repeat, 3011 and 3012 Delhi, and 3070, which covers from Kashmir to the whole of India and Punjab. So this is a continuous process. ये होता रहेगा. Or while Haji,
we have a very, very old relationship with Delhi Southeast. For 1992 onward, we are a sister club with Delhi Southeast. And you not mention them, Delhi Southeast, which has produced a number of governors also.
Absolutely, sir. We are on target to get them also. एज यू रियलाइज वो हर साल लीडरशिप बदल जाती है, पर हम उन पर भी काम कर रहे हैं. उन्होंने हमें प्रिलिमिनरी हाँ कर दी है, कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन उन्होंने देनी जो हम इकट्ठी कर रहे हैं. सो बिलीव मी सर, हमारा टारगेट है 100% मैचिंग आपके पूरे पाकिस्तान के क्लब्स, और मैं कहूंगा इंडिया की जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हम सिलेक्ट करते हैं, टोटल 100% मैचिंग ऑन द रोड ट्रैक एंड द रोटरी फ्रंट. आज एक बहुत अच्छी सर आपकी गाइडेंस के नीचे एक शुरुआत हुई है आज, और इट इज योर इंस्पिरेशन, योर मोटिवेशन टू विच वी लुक फॉरवर्ड टू.
We have already done a few projects with them. That is important.
नहीं सर, वी हैव डन $1 million प्रोजेक्ट्स, पर हम लोगों को ना इस चीज को हाईलाइट करना पड़ेगा रिस्पेक्टेड शमसी साहब, क्योंकि ये नजरअंदाज हो जाती है चीजें. इतनी ज्यादा हमने इमारतें बनाई हैं अमन की, चैन की, तो आए इनको सबको बताएं एक दूसरे को कि ये क्या है, इस पर हमें आगे और बढ़ाना है, इसको बिल्ड करना है सर. एंड थैंक यू सर, आप हैं तो हम हैं आज. मैं तो ये भी कहना चाहूंगा, इतने आपकी छवि और आपकी इमेज मेरे दिल में और इंडिया के दिलों में है. If you allow me, sir, we can carry on with the program. Mridula, have you got the names of the Rotaract clubs here at this moment? Okay. चलो अगर नहीं है तो आप इंडियन रोटरैक्ट क्लब ही पढ़ लेते हैं, पर उनको आप अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं. इकरा, would you like anybody from your side, Pakistan side, to offer a few comments?
I have participating Rotaract club. If you want, I can read it out.
हाँ, so I was thinking कि आप अगर एक रोट्रैक्टर क्लब और एक रोटेरियन क्लब के जो प्रेसिडेंट या जो भी यहाँ है इस वक्त, वो अपने कुछ कमेंट्स करें, और फिर मैं इंडियन साइड को आप रिक्वेस्ट करें टू से अ फ्यू कमेंट्स. एनी वन प्रेसिडेंट और वन in charge of a Rotary and the Rotaract Club. Thank you. Over to Ikra.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, Ikra, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, I would like my home club president, Mehak Raj from Rotary Club of Karachi, to share a few words.
Okay.
Is that okay? And then we'll proceed ahead with the...
और कुछ नहीं. मैं भेज दूंगा तो.
Yeah, please go ahead.
हाँ, तो करता है.
I think उनको unmute करना पड़ेगा, Ikra. I think people are not unmuted. Maybe that is the issue, or they are not ready.
मैं कैसे लेगा? 12:30 उन्होंने तो देख लीजिए.
There is one thing as unmuting from Ikra side, and there is one thing unmuting on their own device. They have to unmute from their own devices.
वो सर कई बार अवेयरनेस नहीं होती, ये चीजें हो जाती हैं. कोई है इस वक्त on that side, Ikra?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mehak is there. Sir, in the meantime, if Mehak is having time to connection, I would like to have Rotarian Farhan to share.
Rotarian. Yeah, do that. Okay. Do that.
Yes.
Sudi Kohli or Sudi Kohli Rotary Southeast Holiday Club.
Go ahead, इनको बोले. यार, I am on a Zoom meeting. अभी मेरे को टाइम लगेगा. मैं Zoom meeting में हूँ अभी मैं. Unmute करें. हाँ, इकरा, अभी ready? अच्छा. क्या गया?
Yes, sir, we are.
Okay, तो आप शुरू कराएं, इनको बोले.
जी. Sir Farhan, please, we would like you to have a few words.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Very good morning from Pakistan, and a very good morning. My name is Farhan Ahmed. I'm the president of Rotary Club Karachi Pearl. I think this friendship and this alliance on such humanitarian terms as we have for this one. Thank you all the clubs in India who are participating with us, and thank you very much also to all the clubs in Pakistan. I think it's an amazing opportunity that we are embarking on, and this journey should grow and should develop with the passage of time. So my heartiest of congratulations on behalf of our club, to all the people who have actually made this possible from both sides of the border. And I can assure you that from our club, we are always there to support and to build this relationship and this friendship and take it to a next level. So thank you very much for doing this, and I think we should really mutually work towards taking it to the next level. Thank you very much, everybody, for doing this. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the wonderful words.
Thank you. Okay, I'm so sorry. My home club president Meg is having some internet problems, so I guess we have to proceed ahead with the agenda. So, should we announce the matching clubs already, or
can we ask if you can unmute Mridula Khatri? Can she read out the names of the Rotaract clubs? Mridula Khatri ji ko agar aap unmute kar de, if she's ready.
Yes, sir. She's unmuted. She's unmuted.
Okay. Okay, Mridula, are you ready with the list of the Rotaract clubs?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, hi. So the participating Rotaract clubs are Rotaract Club of Delhi Elite, Rotaract Club of Delhi Philanthropist, Rotaract Club of Ardent Youth, Rotaract Club of Delhi Smartians, Rotaract Club of Souvenirs, Rotaract Club of Delhi Vedanta, Rotaract Club of Delhi Falcons, Rotaract Club of Delhi Faridabad Sanskar, Rotaract Club of Engineers B, Rotaract Club of USC, Rotaract Club
We have so many. I can see 50. मियाँ शौकत के अलावा यहाँ हमारे साथ नदीम मजहर बैठे हैं, नवदीप भाई हैं, का थोड़ा शमसी साहब हैं, नासिर कुरैशी साहब हैं, मीर आरिफ. Rather, request Mir Arif to say a few words. तो बोलता ही मेरे ख्याल में आप मीर आरिफ साहब की बात सुनिए. आरिफ over to you, Arif.
Greetings, 3272. This conference, मुझे क्या बात हो रही है, because I've just walked in, because I was in Saab was addressed. I didn't even know what the subject is, and I was trying to look through the क्या बात हो रही है मुझे.
What we are talking about, so India, पाकिस्तान के रोटरैक्ट क्लब्स को इंडिया के रोटरैक्ट क्लब के साथ मैच किया है, और अभी ये ऑनगोइंग प्रोसेस है. इसमें आपके क्लब का नाम फिलहाल नहीं था. रोटरी, ये मीर आरिफ साहब इज आवर पास्ट डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर, मोस्ट ऑफ अस नो हिम वेरी वेल, और इनका जो है वो रोटरी क्लब ऑफ लाहौर मॉडल टाउन इज वन ऑफ द डायनामिक क्लब्स ऑफ आवर डिस्ट्रिक्ट. जी.
So you want to match those with Indian Rotaract Club, if I can understand, is that right?
Rotaract भी और Rotary भी. हाँ, ऐसा है. मीर भाई, अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम. दीपक, how are you?
बस वो सिस्टर क्लब कह लो, तुसी ब्रदर क्लब कह लो. रोटरी Rotaract clubs मैच रास्ता कांटेक्ट करनगे, Zoom मीटिंगां करनगे, एक्सचेंज ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन करनगे, तलात बतावणगे, ते सारी चीजें जो ठीक वध जा चैन की तरफ बढ़ाएंगे.
Very good. I mean, I am there. I mean, for your help to any club that he wants, and even districts, because my year was 16-17, and we governors of 16-17 are very, very, I mean, like every day we are in touch with each other. So whatever help and assistance you require in any district or any club in India, I am there to help.
and we will, as the new year is starting, we will even ask our DG, the governor, incoming governor, to promote this during his, when he speaks on the installation ceremony, can put this proposal to all clubs who wish to do and have any problem. We will be there to assist them in getting in touch, and it's a very good idea. I mean, Zoom has made us more closer, than before.
केस साइज बढ़ा देना, छोटा हो जाएगा ना लंबा.
भाई हमको जूम के लिए तो वीजे की जरूरत भी नहीं है, किसी चीज की जरूरत नहीं है, साथ बैठ के बातें कर सकते हैं जूम पर जब चाहें.
अच्छा मीर भाई, थैंक यू सो मच. पर तुसी जड़ी कमीज पाई है ना, वो एक साइज मेरे वास्ते रख लेना, मैं खरीद लांगा थोड़े से. वो बड़ी वधिया हैगी.
मीर साहब इज नोन फॉर हिज ब्यूटी.
ये तो मैंने मलेशिया में खरीदी थी बहुत कुछ साल पहले, लेकिन I'll give it to you next time we are together. We were looking for you over there because Shekhar was, you were supposed to ask a question and you were not there. So मैं उधर से आया हूँ ना, तो मुझे कुछ पता नहीं.
यार मैं प्रोग्राम 15-20 मिनट था उधर, मुझे यहाँ आना था ना, तो इस करके मैंने आधा घंटा उधर करके फिर मैं आ गया इधर.
मुझे रिक्वेस्ट आई थी, मैंने कुछ क्लब्स को और भी कहा था, वो भी आए थे वहाँ पे.
चलो गुड, थैंक यू सो मच. नहीं बड़ा जरूरी है. थैंक यू. मसरूर साहब. शेख भाई गो अहेड.
मैं इसके बारे में मेरी, क्योंकि फैज भाई के साथ काफी डिस्कशन होती रहती है, अमन की आशा प्रोग्राम के ऊपर हमने अभी हमारे पास यहाँ इंडिया से 3120 पुरानी दोस्त हैं, कश्मीर मुकेश, वो भी हमारे में हैं, और उनसे भी मैं इसके बाद गुजारिश करूंगा कि वो भी कुछ लफ्ज जरूर कहें. इसके अमन की आशा में तो हम करते हैं कि ये एक 1-to-1 टच के लिए हमारा जो है प्रोग्राम, ये जो अभी हम जिसमें काम कर रहे हैं, ये उससे होगा कि तमाम क्लब्स मैच करेंगे, तमाम क्लब्स मैच करेंगे एक दूसरे के साथ. हम जब भी हमें मतलब कोई अच्छा प्रोजेक्ट करने के लिए, क्योंकि हम दोनों की आवाज एक है, हम दोनों मुल्कों की जबान एक है, हम दोनों मुल्कों के जो हैं, क्योंकि मैं काफी दफे इंडिया गया हूँ, आप बहुत सी दफे पाकिस्तान आए हैं, तो आपने देखा होगा कि मुश्किल से कोई हम लोगों में फर्क है. हमारा खाना पीना एक है, हमारा पहनावा एक है, और सो मच सो कि इंडिया से जब हम जाते हैं तो हमारी बेगमात और बच्चे कहते हैं कि जी फलां डिजाइन की फलां चीज ले आना, और यहाँ से जब आ जाते हैं तो लोग हमसे कहते हैं कि हमारे लिए ये चीज ले आना. तो हमारा कल्चर एक है, हमारा सब कुछ एक है. रिलीजन के ऊपर हम इसलिए बात नहीं करते, चीजें जो है वो सब सेम हो
आपका म्यूट हो, आपका म्यूट हो।
Due to technical issue, we have lost the audio. Once again, we are back, and I will request the conference chair and district governor nominee, Dr. Aftab Imam, for his welcome address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wassalam ala Rasul al-Kareem. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Greetings everyone. Kushadeed, welcome. On behalf of our team, past, future and present governors and elders of our Rotary District 3271, dear Rotarians, spouses, honored guests and family of Rotary, it is indeed a matter of great honor and my greatest pleasure and joy to welcome you to the first virtual joint Rotary District Conference DISCON 2020, capped by the district installation ceremony of the incoming governor, Professor Dr. Farhan Issa. We have got an amazing 2 days planned for you with inspiring speakers, enlightening panel discussions, educational, thought-provoking breakout sessions, and great entertainment and engaging events at the House of Friendship. While planning for this conference, the purpose we had in mind was to present a DISCON, a district conference that will inspire you, that will inspire you, will benefit you, Rotractors and Rotarians alike, especially the newcomers to the Rotary family like Rotary Club of Karachi, Capital Hills, Rotary Club of Nawabshah City, and other clubs that have received their charter in this year, by giving you a unique opportunity to listen to Rotary's best high achievers who have improved and changed the lives of tens of thousands, rather hundreds of thousands of people in the world through their contribution to the Rotary Foundation and through service projects to fight disease, provide clean water, save mothers and children, support education, grow local communities and economies, and promote peace. And last but not the least, banish polio from the face of earth. Here I will add the seventh area of focus, supporting the environment. Paul Harris once said, whatever Rotary may mean to us, to the world, it will be known by the results it achieves. The words that you will hear spoken at this DISCON may and rather will be powerful, but it's going to be the people at this conference whom you will virtually meet, and the stories that they will tell you is what will be the takeaway from this conference. My friends, please understand that individually, whether you are a Rotractor or a Rotarian, you are Rotary. You are Rotary. The power of Rotary is in each one of you and your fellow Rotarians in your clubs. By living the four-way test and values of Rotary, the integrity and trust you command, you enjoy, you can do wonders in affecting the lives of hundreds of thousands, rather billions of people through your service. Thank you for what you have done and will be doing in the service of humanity. Please have an enjoyable and fulfilling DISCON. Welcome once again. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you, District Governor nominee and Conference Chair Dr. Aftab Imam. It was a wonderful speech talking about various things that we're going to do, different sessions we're going to have, and like Paul had said, the result we produce will always matter. And in the more than 100 years of history of Rotary, Rotary has done tremendous work, whether it's community service or it's global projects. Polio being one of the signature and showcase project of Rotary, and we are about to eradicate, and we are this close doing it. And inshallah, in the coming year, this year or the next year, definitely polio will be eradicated. Moving on, every organization needs young blood. And our blood and force of Rotary are the Rotaracts, who are taking great strides in moving Rotary forward through their projects, through their service, especially through their dedication. I would like now to introduce our district Rotaract representative, Rana Asad. May I have his introduction, please?
in Bari. He studied at Pakistan Steel Cadet College Karachi. Later he graduated as an electrical engineer from Quaid Awam University of Engineering, Science, and Technology, Nawabshah. He is a certified entrepreneur from IBA Karachi. Currently, he is doing Master in Electrical Engineering from NET Karachi. He is a young entrepreneur running an event management company also and engineering services company. In his Rotaract career, he joined Rotaract Club of Nawabshah Night Rider as member in 2012. He became General Secretary of the club for the tenure 2014-15. He served the club as a president for the tenure 2015-16. In short, he has been serving Rotaract District 3271 on various district positions. He has also achieved different awards at club levels as well as at district level. His achievements and dedication towards Rotaract has made him District Rotaract Representative. Welcome District Rotaract Representative Rana Sadullah.
Now may I have
District Governor,
it's your turn.
District Governor Rais Ahmed Khan, District Governor-elect Farhan Issa, Conference Chair and District Governor nominee Aftab Imam, DGND Tehzeeb Kazmi, PDRR, election and my beloved Rotaractors, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. My warm welcome to all of you in virtual Rotary Rotaract DISCON 2020. I would like to convey my heartiest congratulations to Conference Chair Aftab Imam and his devoted team for organizing first virtual Rotary Rotaract DISCON 2020. In very short time, inshallah, all of us have great time. As we notice that whole Rotary world is talking about Rotaract are trying to strengthen Rotaract movement more and more. I think the idea of joint conference of Rotary Rotaract is a positive gesture from the Rotary leadership of Rotaract District 327. No doubt, we Rotaractors of 327 are blessed to have Rotary Rotarians like in our district who already supported us at every step where we need them. They play a vital role in Rotaract movement. Here I would like to thank PDG Faiz Kidwai, PDG Salim Rao, DGND Tehzeeb Kazmi, DRC Arif Siddiqui, who always supported us. District Governor Rais Ahmed Khan also played a vital role this year to uplift the Rotaract movement in Rotary District 271. I'm nothing without my team. Here I would like to salute the efforts of my team who supported always. Rotaractor Ikra Sajjad, DRR, Rotaractor Dilawar, Rotaractor Shaji, Rotaractor Aisha Alam, Rotaractor Sai, Rotaractor Aisha Azza, Rotaractor Jatinder, and so many Rotaractors who make this conference and beloved. But I believe a leader is one who does not produce followers, but the leaders. I hope and believe that we have produced such future leaders in past years who would take Rotaract movement in new upcoming years. I would also like to convey congratulations and best wishes to upcoming leader of Rotaract 271, Rotaract Ikra Sajjad, that under her leadership, Rotaract movement will improve the movement. In the end, I would like to thank again and my best wishes to all district conference team and committee. Thank you all.
Thank you, DRR, for the wonderful words, the motivation, and we look forward that you contribute to Rotaract globally as much as you can. The Rotaractors in Pakistan have been making tremendous effort in focusing on 6 areas of focus of Rotary. Moving forward, now I will request past President Zeenat Bayat of Rotary Club of Sunset Millennium to give the introduction of our District Governor Raif Ahmed Khan.
Good afternoon, Rotarians. Can you all hear me?
Yes,
Okay. I have the honor of introducing our District Governor, Honorable District Governor Rais Ahmed Khan. District Governor Rais Ahmed Khan was born in Mirpur Khas. He has a law degree from the University of Sindh Jamshoro. He joined Rotary in the year 1984. He is the fourth district governor from Mirpur Khas. During 35 years in Rotary, DG Rais Ahmed Khan held various positions at club and district levels. He is a recipient of many Rotary awards for his meritorious services, and he has traveled extensively to various countries, both for Rotary training and personal travel. He has traveled to the United States, United Kingdom, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. Apart from Rotary, DG Rais Ahmed Khan has been actively associated with social clubs and philanthropist organizations. He is the chief executive and founder of Ali's Education Society, which comprises of National Institute of Emerging Sciences, Little Folks Higher Secondary School, and Aisha Rafiq Services School. He also served as a member syndicate Shahid Benazir Bhutto University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences. He is also a member syndicate of the University of Sindh Jamshoro, Sindh Agriculture University, Tandore, Jam. He is on the board of governors of the Board of Intermediate and Secondary Education, Mirpur Khas, Vice Chairman Hilali Ahmed Sindh, and Vice Chairman Sindh Football Association. DG Rais Khan is Managing Director of Mohsin Raza Agricultural Farms, and he is currently married to the most attractive Talat Almas for the last 20 years. Together they have a son, Rahim Ali Khan, who is currently studying in London. Thank you, and I welcome DG Rais Ahmed Khan.
Thank you, Past President for your introduction of our district governor. Now I'd like to invite your applauses our district governor for the year 2019-20, Rais Ahmed Khan.
Chief guest of DISCON, Rotary International President, Representative Jodia Sotari, Vice President, Rotary International, and the chief guest of this wonderful DISCON. I am really grateful to our Rotary International President, Representative for joining us in this DISCON. This is a wonderful session of the inaugural of DISCON 2020. And my dear Rotarians from Pakistan, from 7-2, from neighbor countries, and throughout the world, I welcome all of you and you that we are going to hold this call in the difficult time of COVID-19. Because of this chronic disease, we have lost so many dear friends, and I pray for their peaceful rest in peace through the life. So, dear friends, मैं आपसे ये कहना चाहूँगा कि हमने अपना स्टार्ट लिया था इंस्टॉलेशन के साथ और सक्सेसफुली हमने स्टार्ट लिया था और स्पीकर किसका लगाओ एक और किया था और सोच रहा था कि पहले मैं एक इंटरव्यू लेकर आऊँ, लेकिन मैंने बेहतर समझा कि मैं आज आपसे ये मेरी एज ए डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर में भी और आज ये मेरी आखिरी तकरीर हो, लेकिन एज ए रोटेरियन इंशाअल्लाह ताला मैं जब तक जिंदा रहूंगा मेरी आपसे बातचीत होती रहेगी और मैं रोटरी के लिए और रोटेरियंस के लिए और कम्युनिटी के लिए काम करता रहूंगा। मुझे याद आ रहा है
हमारे इनकमिंग प्रेसिडेंट शेखर मेहता की बात, उनका कहना था कि जब आप पास डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर बन जाते हैं तो आप प्रिंसिपल बन जाते हैं और आपकी रियल लाइफ की जभी शुरू होती है। तो थैंक यू सर, मुझे आपकी अल्फाज हमेशा आप याद रहेंगे और मुझे एक नया और एक नया के लिए काम करने का बलबला पैदा होगा। मैं आई वॉज पास डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर। सो डियर फ्रेंड्स, बहुत सारे काम हमने करने थे और हमने किए भी, और आज ये नॉर्मल सेशन है, इसमें मैं वो बातें आपको याद नहीं कराऊंगा, लेकिन फिर भी मैं ये कहूंगा कि मेरी जिंदगी में, रोटरी की जिंदगी में जब मैं कुछ नहीं हुआ, मैंने रोटरी जो बोझ जो कि हमारा ठट्ठा के पास है, जब मैंने उस लोग को देखा और वहाँ अपने घरों में बसते हुए देखा, तो आप यकीन जानिए कि मुझे एहसास हुआ कि रोटरी वाकई एक दुनिया है। और मैं इस मौके पर पेश करूंगा मेरे पास डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर को और पास डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर की कुरैशी को और पास डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर ट्रस्टी अजीज मेहमान को। इनकी जद्दोजहद से उसकी मकई की जद्दोजहद से, रोटेरियंस की जद्दोजहद से और ट्रैक्टर्स की जद्दोजहद से आज हम देख सकते हैं कि पाकिस्तान में रोटरी का एक शानदार मौजूद है। उससे
एक साहब ने कुछ दिन पहले पूछा कि ये जो रोटरी का बोट है, क्या वो अक्सर उस बोट के पास से उनका गुजर होता है, तो मुझे कहा कि क्या हम इस बोट में जाके कुछ देख सकते हैं। मैंने कहा ये तो बोट बिल्कुल, वहां इंसान बस रहे हैं और वो लोग वहां पर रह रहे हैं जिनका कोई पुरसाने हाल नहीं था। रोटरी ने उनके सर पे शफकत का हाथ रखा और आज वो अपने घरों में रह रहे हैं। वहां उन शहीदों की बेवाएं और यतीम बच्चे रह रहे हैं जिन्होंने पाकिस्तान के लिए कुर्बानियां दी और रोटरी ने उनको भी वहां एकोमोडेट किया है। सो मैं इसको, और भी हमारे बहुत सारे काम हुए, लेकिन इस मॉडल को मैं अपनी पूरी जिंदगी में याद रखूंगा और मैं आपसे यही कहूंगा कि हमें इस किस्म के काम करने चाहिए। हम बहुत जा रहे थे, फंक्शनल लिटरेसी में हमने काम किया, पोलियो में हमने काम किया, क्लब्स एक्सटेंशन हमारी हुई, मेंबरशिप ग्रोथ हुई हमारी, और बहुत सारे ड्रॉबैक्स भी आए, लेकिन जिंदगी में ऐसे मसाइल आते रहते हैं। अनफॉर्चुनेटली हमें कोविड-19 का मुकाबला करना पड़ गया, जिससे आज भी हम सफर हो रहे हैं और हमारी पूरी दुनिया की इकोनॉमी उसकी वजह से डिस्टर्ब हुई है। और मैंने बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग देखे हैं जो ख्वाबों में अपने आप को पा रहे होते हैं और खामोशी से किसी कोने में बैठकर सोच रहे होते हैं कि अब क्या होगा। लेकिन मेरे ज़हन में एक चीज है कि अगर हम में जज्बा है और हम चाहेंगे तो इंशाअल्लाह ताला हम इन सारी चीजों को लेकर आगे चलेंगे। आज इस मौके पे मैं अपनी इंटरेक्ट की डिस्ट्रिक्ट चेयर को भी जरूर याद करूंगा। वो मेरी नीस भी है और आजकल वो सीरियस है, शी इज इन कनाडा। सो उसने भी बड़ा काम करना था, लेकिन इत्तेफाक से उसकी तबीयत ठीक नहीं है और पिछले दिनों मैंने अपने एक भाई को भी खोया। लेकिन बहरहाल जिंदगी है, अल्लाह परवरदिगार की तरफ से ये सारी चीजें होती हैं। हमें डिसहार्ट नहीं होना चाहिए, हमें आगे बढ़ना चाहिए और आप सबको, हम सबको, हम एक फैमिली है, हमें एक दूसरे के लिए प्रे करनी चाहिए, एक दूसरे के साथ मिलकर आगे चलना होगा। बहुत सारे काम है और आने वाली हमारी लीडरशिप, रोटरी की जबरदस्त वंडरफुल लीडरशिप है। प्रोफेसर फरहान ईसा है हमारे साथ, वेलकम सर। डॉक्टर फरहान ईसा हमारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर इलेक्ट हैं, बल्कि गवर्नर हैं, और मेरे साथ डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर इलेक्ट आफ्ताब इमाम है, डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर नॉमिनी तहजीब काजमी है, जिन्होंने मुझको एक लाइफ दी। मैं उनको, मुझे याद है कि एक कॉन्फ्रेंस में हमारे पास डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर राव सलीम जज्बाती हो गए थे और उनकी आवाज गंभीर हो गई थी तहजीब काजमी का जिक्र करते हुए। तो यकीन कीजिए आज मैं सुबह से प्लान कर रहा था कि जब मैं तहजीब काजमी को खराज तहसीन पेश करूंगा तो मैं अपने आप को कंट्रोल करके रखूंगा और मैं किसी तरीके से भी अपने आप को उसमें अपने जज्बातियत में लेकर नहीं जाऊंगा, लेकिन उसको मैं जरूर खराज तहसीन पेश करूंगा। मेरी टीम के साथ जो लोग हैं, काशिफ मेरे साथ हैं, मेरे साथ ट्रेजरर हैं, मैंने एक अपना कोऑर्डिनेटर अपने इस जनवरी में स्टार्ट में खो दिया, रफीक आमिर, उसको भी मैं जरूर याद करूंगा। मेरा एडिशनल सेक्रेटरी है वजनफर, उसको भी मैं याद करूंगा। उसके अलावा मेरी पूरी टीम है, मैं उन सबको खराज तहसीन पेश करूंगा। और मैं आपको ये यकीन दिलाता हूं कि मेरा दिल चाह रहा था कि मैं एक एक रोटेरियंस को कोयटा से लेकर सोबतपुर से लेकर मिट्टी तक, सुंदर खिपरों तक, अपना नौशहरा फिरोज तक सबको याद करूं, लेकिन 12 लिमिट ऑफ द टाइम है, रिस्ट्रिक्शंस है। लेकिन मेरे दोस्तों, मैं आपके साथ रहूंगा। मैं मेरी ख्वाहिश है कि मैं एज ए रोटेरियन इस दुनिया से जाऊं, और मुझे इस चीज की बिल्कुल भी फिक्र नहीं होती है कि बहरहाल ये एक स्टेटस था, आप लोगों ने मुझे दिया, आपने मुझे डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर बनाया, और उसकी बदौलत मैंने एज ए डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर काम किया। लेकिन एज ए ऑर्डिनरी गवर्नर मैं कभी भी नहीं चाहूंगा कि मैं अपने आप को पास डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर रहते हुए काम करूं। मैं चाहूंगा कि मैं एज ए रोटेरियन रईस अहमद खान काम करूं, और मेरे दोनों तरफ मेरे लीडर्स बैठे, इनको मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि किसी तरीके से भी मेरी तरफ से कोई नेगेटिव एस्पेक्ट ना जाए। मैं इनको फुल सपोर्टर और फुल रोटेरियन के साथ, मैं इनके साथ डेडिकेशन के साथ मैं इंशाल्लाह काम करूंगा। बहुत आप लोग का शुक्रिया, आप लोगों ने बड़ी मोहब्बत दी, रोट्रैक्टर साहब ने बड़ी मोहब्बत दी। कुछ मसाइल आ गए थे, कुछ ज्यादा तो कहना नहीं चाहूंगा, लेकिन बहरहाल मैं रोट्रैक्टर से ये कहूंगा कि देखें, हम लोग जब कुछ डिसीजंस लेते हैं, कोई लम्हा हमारा ऐसा भी आता है कि हमें बहुत बोल्ड डिसीजंस लेने पड़ते हैं, और वो डिसीजंस हम अपनी जात के लिए नहीं लेते, वो हम रोटरी और रोट्रैक्टर्स की बेहतरी के लिए लेते हैं। सो मेरे लीडर्स, मेरे रोट्रैक्टर्स मुझे सुन रहे हैं, मैं किसी से भी पर्सनल कभी भी नहीं हुआ। जो भी कुछ मैंने किया, मेरी टीम ने किया, हमने रोटरी और रोट्रैक्ट की बेहतरी के लिए किया। और आइंदा दिनों में भी मैं आपसे यही कहूंगा कि हमारा एक मिशन होना चाहिए। हम एक फैमिली मेंबर्स हैं, हमें एक दूसरे की रेस्पेक्ट करनी चाहिए, एक दूसरे से मोहब्बत से मिलना चाहिए, और किसी तरह से भी अपने दामन पे हमें दाग लगाना नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि हमें एक बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है एज ए रोटेरियन, बहुत हमें रेस्पेक्ट मिलती है। हम जब ये रोटरी का पिन लगाते हैं, हमें पूरी दुनिया में पहचानती है। इस कोविड में देखें आप लोगों ने कितना काम किया, कितने सारे हॉस्पिटल्स में गए, आपने अपनी जिंदगी को खतरे में डाला। हम कह सकते हैं कि हमारे डॉक्टर्स फ्रंट लाइनर थे, लेकिन हम कह सकते हैं कि हमारे रोटेरियंस और रोट्रैक्टर्स भी फ्रंट लाइनर्स थे। जब वो पीपीई लेकर जा रहे थे, जब वो राशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहे थे, वो फील्ड में थे। सो उनकी जिंदगी भी वैसे ही इम्पोर्टेंट है जिस तरह से हमारे लॉ एनफोर्समेंट लोगों की और डॉक्टर्स की थी। सो बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत बातें हैं।
पाकिस्तान के लिए, लोगों के लिए हमें काम करना पड़ेगा, और हमें इंसानियत इंशाअल्लाह आगे लेकर चलेंगे। मैं इस मौके पे हरदम अपने दोस्तों का नाम नहीं ले पा रहा हूँ, लेकिन बहरहाल मैंने कोशिश की है कि मैं इंशाअल्लाह ताला इनको डिजिटाइज भी करूंगा, और एक टोकन ऑफ लव मैं चाहूंगा कि मेरे रोटेरियंस के घर में रोटरी कनेक्ट द वर्ल्ड के साथ है। मैं स्पेशली अपने आरआई प्रेसिडेंट मार्क महरूनी का भी बहुत ग्रेटफुल हूँ, जिन्होंने मुझे फोन भी किया, मेरे ब्रदर की कंडोलेंस भी मुझसे की, और उसके अलावा साउथ एशिया ऑफिस ने मुझे बहुत सपोर्ट की, और हमें आगे चलने का एक जज्बा किया। रेडियंस का 327 मिलता, 327 का खास तौर पे जिसने मुझे बड़ी मुझे हर जगह सपोर्ट, मेरे सीनियर्स के साथ हैं जिन्होंने मेरे कुछ सीनियर ऐसे वो भी सारे और मैं उनके लिए भी दुआ हूं कि अल्लाह मेरी जिंदगी दे, सेहत दे, उसके अलावा भी मेरे जो रिलेटिव्स अपने छोड़ गए, मेरे फ्रेंड्स हमने छोड़ गए, मेरे भी मैं आपका बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करूँगा। स्पेशली मैं बहुत ग्रेटफुल हूँ, काशिफ का मैं बहुत ग्रेटफुल हूँ, मैं वकार का बहुत ग्रेटफुल हूँ, नजीब का आदमी को तो भूल ही नहीं सकता। और मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगेगा जब वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर होंगे और मैं एज ए रोटेरियन उनके साथ काम करूंगा। राव सलीम, आपका मैं बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हूँ, आपने मुझे बड़ी ढारस दी। फैज भाई, इकबाल भाई,
इरफान कुरैशी, हसन मुस्कुराता चेहरा, ओवैस कुरारी
और
अली साहब, ये सारे वो दोस्त हाँ, आजकल वो जो मेरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर हैं बाहर गए हुए हैं, शाह बल्खी साहब, इन सब का मैं बहुत मशकूर हूँ। मुझसे कुछ नाम रह भी गए हैं, मैं उनसे भी मैं बहुत उनका भी शुक्रिया अदा करूँगा। और एक बार फिर मैं थैंकफुल हूँ। मुझे यकीन है कि रोटेरियंस इस नए एक्सपीरियंस को एंजॉय करेंगे। और मैं ये कहता हूँ कि मैंने बहुत सारे रिकॉर्ड बना दिए। क्लब्स विजिट मुझसे नहीं हो सकी ड्यू टू कोविड, डिस्कॉन हम प्रैक्टिकली नहीं कर सके, लेकिन ये हमारा एक्सपीरियंस हुआ। हाउस ऑफ फ्रेंडशिप का इतना अच्छा स्टार्ट हुआ, आलिया ने और अतीका वाली ने जबरदस्त इनॉग्रल किया, दीपक तलवार आ गए, वहां से हमारे शमसी साहब आ गए, और सो बड़ा बड़ा अच्छा लगा। इंशाल्लाह ताला हम काम करेंगे। बहुत शुक्रिया। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।
Thank you very much, District Governor Rais Ahmad Khan, for this wonderful and passionate speech. जितने आपने जज्बात के साथ ये स्पीच की है और जिन चीज़ों का आपने जिक्र किया, indeed, Rotary is another name which is synonym with humanity service, और हमारे ईमान का भी हिस्सा है कि हम खिदमत खल्क करें, इंसानियत की खिदमत करें, और जो सेटिस्फेक्शन इंसान को एक खिदमत करने में दूसरे की मिलती है वो किसी और चीज़ में नहीं मिलती. And indeed, we are making as Rotary Pakistan, both district 3271 and 3272. We are working very hard and tremendous on various projects that will, inshallah, move this country forward and in the socio-economic development in this great nation who we call Pakistan, belovedly called Pakistan. तो पाकिस्तान सर एक दफा पाकिस्तान फिर जिंदाबाद है और हमेशा जिंदाबाद रहेगा. हम we move forward. We have a recorded message. Unfortunately, owing to COVID और COVID के सर से मैं कहूँगा सबको कि प्लीज प्रैक्टिस सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारे लिए सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग प्रैक्टिस करना, और जरूरत है घर से बाहर निकलें, गैर जरूरी बाहर ना निकलें. बहुत सी ऐसी चीजें हैं, जैसा गवर्नर साहब ने बिल्कुल कहा कि हमने एक नई चीज सीखी है इस कोविड के अंदर, पैंडेमिक में आके, कि कौन सी चीजें ऐसी हैं जो हमारी जिंदगी के लिए जरूरी नहीं है. बहुत सी ऐसी चीजें जिनको हम अवॉइड कर सकते हैं, जिनको हम पहले अवॉइड नहीं कर रहे थे. तो बहुत सी चीजें सीखने को मिल रही हैं, वक्त बहुत सी चीजें सिखा रहा है, और इस कोविड के साथ ही हमें आगे चलना है. तो सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग बिल्कुल प्रैक्टिस करें. और मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, owing to this COVID, she could not join us. She is the Rotary International President Representative and Vice President Rotary International. We have a recorded message for everyone here in District 3271 from her. Please, can I have Jorita Solari's video recorded message for our district or this virtual DISCON? Please play that.
Governor Rais Ahmad Khan, what a wonderful year you've had. It is a joy to be here with you and my family of Rotary. Many thanks to my friend Trustee Aziz for your support and your generosity to our Rotary Foundation. And may I say how wonderful it is to have you as a resident trustee in District 3271. I bring you greetings from Rotary International President Mark D. Maloney and First Lady Gay. He expressed his disappointment that he had to cancel his plans to come to Pakistan during his year as president of Rotary International. So he is sorry he couldn't be here. And may I say congratulations to the team on your shift to a virtual district conference. And I am delighted to be able to join all of you. You know, this is one of my favorite responsibilities as a Rotary International Director. It wasn't that long ago that my husband Bruce and I were planning our trip to Pakistan to attend this conference in person. We had our visa all set and all the boxes marked off the list of things to do to make this visit to your beautiful country and take part of a long dream to work alongside the polio warriors of Pakistan, giving those much needed drops of the polio vaccine. It gives me great pride to represent President Mark at your district conference. And I'm going to take this opportunity to talk to you about the Grow Rotary initiative that President Mark started and President-elect Hoger will continue. You know, for 20 years, membership in Rotary has remained at 1.2 million members. And recognizing that we were losing as many members as we brought into Rotary, President Mark worked with the Rotary International Membership Committee and the board to create a 5-year membership initiative called Grow Rotary. It's a plan to create an organization we want to see in the years ahead, and our members are key. You are the Rotarians who will do the work and create a valuable Rotary experience. You know, the stronger and more diverse our membership, the more ambitious we can be in our service. Past RI President Tanaka told us, growing our membership is the responsibility of all Rotarians, not merely to increase the numbers on an annual report, but to share the gift of Rotary. Simply said, membership is Rotary. And we need to grow Rotary in quality public image, quality foundation, quality membership in every Rotary club, and create new quality Rotary clubs. Governor, you have recognized the importance of the quality membership and the value of retaining members, of having members that are more involved and engaged, who will lead us into everything that is to come in Rotary. I'm pleased to recognize you, Governor Ahmed Khan, for growing Rotary in District 3271. It's been said, if service is the heart of Rotary, then the Rotary Foundation is its very lifeblood. It is in and through our foundation that we are able to support projects locally and throughout the world. It is through our foundation that Rotary is made real in the lives of millions, working for peace, supporting clean water and sanitation projects, providing for maternal and child health programs, basic education, and economic and community development. This is all a result of Rotarians throughout the world generously sharing their resources. You know, my passion for Rotary is doing good in the world. I love to be involved with Rotarians and Rotaractors like you, who share your hearts by doing and giving. It's inspirational for me to see you truly putting forth every effort to do good in the world. For more than 100 years, the members of the Rotary clubs in District 3271 and now with Rotaractors are sharing your hearts with your community and the world. You have changed lives, saved lives. You have touched people you'll never see. You have planted the precious seeds of hope in children, and you've given the gift of laughter and imagination to children that had none. You showed troubled youth that had given up that you care about them, that the community cares about them. You've collected food and distributed to the communities where people were in need. You gave funds, clothes, and household items to families who lost everything. The gift of literacy. You gave children their first books to read and instilled the love of reading at an early age through the Rotary Literacy Corner. You were encouraging children to learn the value of integrity and give them the ability to see and know their inner strengths to become better people. You've completed clean water and sanitation projects, and during this COVID-19 crisis, You shifted from polio to fight this disease and distributed thousands of masks to help the community fight this terrible virus by spreading. You've distributed more than 500 PPEs to hospitals and COVID-19 centers. You've connected to your community in a deep and meaningful way. My friends, the family of Rotary has shared the vision to eradicate polio. 17 million children are walking today without polio. Rotarians in District 3271 know better than anyone in the world of Rotary that Rotary's #1 focus is to eradicate this disease. And you know, as long as polio remain at risk. You bought polio vaccines. You gave polio vaccines. You are giving the children of this world another chance to live without being paralyzed. Because of you, Rotarians and District 3271, because you are the tip of the spear in this fight. And today, we thank you all in District 3271 for your dedication and continuing outstanding efforts to eradicate polio. The world holds you in high esteem, and know that as soon as you can, you will continue to hold educational workshops and gatherings. You will continue giving the vaccine and taking the risk for the children of Pakistan and the world. On the brink of one of the world's most amazing humanitarian achievements, a world without polio. You've shared your love, your humor, your time, and your hearts. You have followed through with your promise to do good in the world. Congratulations on a wonderful year of service. I know the Rotarians and Rotaractors in District 3271 are focused and devoted on the worthwhile and needed projects. You do so much for the communities. Your clubs are strong through the hard work of your members and committed leadership. And I've learned that our leaders in Rotary are committed to make Rotary better, and know the way to do this is by making our Rotary club stronger. Rotary is the club. Rotary is the club in this district. Through your actions, you are giving messages of hope, inspiration, and gratitude. I'm proud to be a Rotarian, to be able to stand beside you. You are doing an incredible job. It's been a pleasure to represent Rotary International President Mark Maloney. In closing, I would like to share with you what Mother Teresa said when she accepted the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. When we work hard all day long, it feels like we're only a drop in the ocean. But if our individual drops were not in the ocean would be dry. My friends, each one of you is a drop in our Rotary ocean, and each one of you, without you, our ocean would be empty and dry. Please never forget how important you are. You are connecting the world and opening opportunities. And thank you for allowing me to be a special part of your conference and a witness to your character and leadership. Thank you all for what you've done and will do, for being leaders, for caring about Rotary, and being a part of this outstanding district. And Bruce and I hope to be able to visit you in person one day, because you see, we still have our visas. Thank you.
It was a wonderful, motivational and passionate message from the Rotary International President's representative, Jorita Solari. She talked about in more than 100 years, Rotary has grown tremendously. We are not only in terms of membership, but in terms of the projects we have done. And we are on the verge of eradicating polio from the face of the earth. This will be the second disease we do that. And we're very much close. We are just stride away in having zero polio cases globally. So yes, we are working, and 3272 is working, and she had a very passionate message about the service that Rotary is doing. तो जो काम हम कर रहे हैं वो हम लगन से कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हमारा रोटरी और रोटेरियन होने का मकसद ही सर्विस टू अदर्स है. Moving forward, it's time for and no other better choice than him to deliver this as gratitude. He is a well-known entrepreneur and a philanthropist, and he is known fondly to us. And he is the district governor-elect. And the new year, his year will be starting. He has installation ceremony planned for on the next day or second day of Rotary. His theme is Rotary opens new opportunities. I would like to invite and will request DGE Professor Dr. Farhan Isa Abdullah for the expression of gratitude.
Thank you very much, Kashif. This is I think in this time of crisis, Rotary District 3271 has done an amazing, district conference, virtual district conference. I think it has, as our theme of my year is Rotary opens opportunities. Now, this district conference has really opened opportunities because our participation is, I think, 3 times what it would have been if we were having it in a local hotel. So I think that's amazing. We have amazing, attendees from all around the world who are participating, his colleagues and different from the different districts. So I think it's bringing Rotary together and it's a great platform for great fellowship and interacting, and people are getting to know how good Rotary work is being done in Pakistan. I congratulate District Governor Rais Ahmad Khan, his leadership. Of Sindh, which has really prevented them from getting sick and were able to do their duties better. We have also established a complete lab, stat lab, which is offering free services at the Field Isolation Center in Karachi, which is established at the Expo Center, which is the largest
largest, isolation center and high dependency facility in Pakistan, for that matter. And this has been the forefront. Hopefully, polio efforts were going strong. We would have done all the millennial goals set to us, especially by our National Polio Plus Committee Chair, who is Aziz, none other than Trustee Aziz Mehman. We were not this close. We were almost, the fingers were together. But unfortunately, because of the COVID crisis and the lockdowns and the social distancing, there were few delays because of the health reasons, which will be taken care of starting from as soon as we can do that. So in the end, Kashif has been is always been the most knowledgeable, most talented, and amazing gentleman to conduct the program. Also, I'm very thankful to all the speakers who are who are live with us and who have given recorded messages. Also to the RI President Mark Maloney. And Rotary is an amazing organization, and in Pakistan it's growing, it's becoming stronger, and people are looking up to Rotary in Pakistan. And I think the leadership with the successive plan for 4 years plan, which we've done, Rais Ahmad Khan, me as the district governor, incoming district governor, Dr. Aftab Imam, and then Tehzeeb Kazmi till 2024. We'll be doing amazing projects. We've made a 4-year strategy, and we are going to get it. We are really working on membership development. We are working on image building. We are working on foundation, which is the backbone. So all these things are into portrait. In this district conference, we'll also be in the following it. It's like we'll be having we are having the foundation seminar, also grant committee seminar, and we'll also be having the installation ceremony. This is a record to show harmony to everybody. We are having the district conference and the installation ceremony for the new year together, one by one. So I think this is a very positive message, and the feedbacks is amazing which is coming. So and the Rotractors are hands in hands with us, and Rotractors are also growing. And my incoming DRR with me is Ikra. She's a bright, she's a dynamic girl, and I think together we are going to, the good work Rais Ahmad Khan has done, we are going to take it forward together with his guidance and with the guidance of all seniors. I thank all the press and media who are covering this event. I'm very grateful to them because they are putting it live on all the TV channels, on all the print media and all the social media. So and all the people who are involved in making this conference a success and this session a success, I'm very grateful to you. You've not made this district conference a success. Rather, you have promoted people who are actively involved in service to humanity, and this way they will be more motivated to do better
Good afternoon. We are going to shortly commence the preliminary session on polio, COVID, and the way forward. We have start this at 1:30, so there are about 5 minutes to go, and we will start sharp at 1:30 and finish the program on time. I'm thankful to the conference chair, Aftab Imam team, for organizing this wonderful program. काशिफ, ये जो स्पीकर्स को आप अनम्यूट करोगे ना, हाँ, और ये जो है वो कोऑर्डिनेटर है हमारा अशर अली, तो वो ये नजर आता है, अनम्यूट कर दूं। अच्छा ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, ओके। ये शुरू करें ना, आप ऑनलाइन है, आप बोले आप ऑनलाइन तो नहीं, तो वो इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे मुझे डीआरआर के नहीं करेंगे?
Assalamualaikum everyone. I welcome to you all to the first panel session. Before we begin, it's with an esteemed pleasure, a privilege to announce our moderator, the Rotary Foundation trustee Aziz Mehan. He's famous for his professionalism, the man who has taken Rotary Pakistan to new heights and is admired by many. He's the man who stimulates energy and empowers people wherever he goes. The man with inspiration and ideologies, trustee Aziz Mehan.
Thank you. Thank you, Ikram. And let's start now. And we have our coordinator, Ashar Ali, unmuted. Ashar, you are there? Ashar? Ashar, you are there? Okay, Kashif will need to unmute Ashar. And we have a number of speakers lined up. But before I go to that, let me talk to you little background of the prevailing situation which we are facing with COVID. For polio in 2018, we had come down to a very few cases, 5 to 6 cases, and we were all set to finish the game in 19. But on the 22nd of April, there was a political campaign launched from Peshawar. 300,000 children admitted in half an hour in the hospital with a fake propaganda that children are dying because of the OPV. Not a single one died. Not a single one got sick. But the campaigns had to be called off, and this was a setback to our campaign, and a lot of media work had to be done to restart. As soon as we restarted in 2020, we were again asked to stop the campaign because of COVID. But I'm pleased to share with you that the polio set works and centers and our national centers, our resource center of polio went into action for COVID. The Rotarians of both districts did a fantastic job in fighting against COVID, providing food to the unemployed, providing face masks and PPI kits and everything. We got two district disaster grants for both districts, $25,000. Plus, we have got another $80,000 grant for District 3271, which will be to provide COVID related items like masks and PPI kits and N95 masks and all that to all the hospitals in Sindh and Balochistan. Similar work is being done in 3272. So we are fully aware that we need to put COVID on one side so that we resume our work on polio. I'm very happy to share with you that 10 days back, the Technical Advisory Group, which is called TAG, met virtually like we are meeting. And these are the experts from all over the world on polio. And they have given us a guideline as to how we can resume our work on polio without disturbing the work on COVID. This plan would be energized and initiated effective July. So July is next month. Meetings are taking place as to how we can launch a small campaign on 22nd of July, and this would be targeted at the polio-derived cases because summer heat is going to increase the number of derived cases which are in the north of Pakistan. And then the Technical Advisory Group has given us a detailed report. It's a 47 pages report, minute to minute activity. Then we would be in August doing a little bigger round, then September, and finally, what we hope is that in November and December, we will be able to launch our NIDs. In order to start the house-to-house campaign, we are helping the government, our partners, WHO, UNICEF, in every way we can. And we want to tell you that we will soon be able to 4 rounds, which is a big setback to the program. We could not do case response also, which is a setback again to the program. But we will make it up. The Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Imran, on 18th, while at a setback to the polio program, and we have to work hard now on polio. The similar message came from our Chief of Army Staff, General Bajwa, who has assured full support to polio program. I thank all those panelists who are here, and will just give the names and start calling each and every one. The first would be Mr. Fayaz Hussain Abbasi. He is the coordinator of Emergency Operations Center Sindh, and then the WHO chief, Dr. Asalif Demisi. Then after that, UNICEF Sindh chief, Shiba Afghani, and then our past governor, Faiz Kidwai, who has worked very hard on COVID. And if I do not mention the name of Tehzeeb Kazmi, who has worked very, very hard on COVID, I would be so. And after that, we are expecting our Chief Secretary, Syed Mumtaz Shah Sahab, and then we have the Minister of Health of Sindh, Dr. Azra Brecho, and after that, we will be joined by the International Polio Plus Committee Chair, Mike McGovern, all the way from question. Too glad to answer, and the vote of thanks will be given by Zonal Coordinator Masood Baldi Saab. So may I now request Fayyaz Hussain Abbasi to speak. Fayyaz Hussain Abbasi. He needs to be unmuted. Fayyaz Hussain Abbasi. Have we unmuted Ashar? Have we unmuted Ashar Kashif? Kashif?
Yes, sir. Ashar is unmuted.
Okay, Ashar. Ashar, can you hear me? Ashar? Ashar? Ashar, is Fayyaz Hussain Abbasi online?
No, sir, not yet.
No.
Fayyaz Hussain Abbasi.
नहीं, नाम नहीं पढ़ा जा रहा है?
He's not in the room.
He's not in the room. Okay, then Dr. Asalif of WHO, is he there?
Let me check, sir. Yes, Asalif.
Dr. Asalif.
So let's start with Dr. Asalif and call Fayyaz Hussain Abbasi that to join after him. WHO team lead, Dr. Asalif, over to you.
Thank you so much, Aziz Maiman Saab, senior government officials, Honorable Minister and our coordinator, senior Rotarians, Rotary International officials, our Honorable Aziz Maiman Saab and all Rotarians, district governors, and all attending this meeting. Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon. Ashar, can you give me your screen so I will share my presentation?
Yes, you can share.
Okay. I'm going to share you my presentation shortly.
Kashif, screen दे दो ना इन्हें.
Yes, sir. Yes, Asalif, you can share.
Yes, I'm sharing my presentation now.
Okay.
Thank you, Asalif.
Yes, so I'm coming to you. Okay, Ashar, can you help me if my screen is visible?
Yeah, we can see. We can see it now.
Okay. Then, okay, excellent, Aziz Maiman Saab. All of you, assalamu alaikum again and a very good afternoon. I'm going to take you very few minutes of your time and I will take you through the update on progress and challenges of the polio eradication program. I'm not going to deep in the details. I will try to highlight the global, country, and provincial update. So it's always good to remind ourselves where we start this eradication program, where are we now, and where we want to go. So back in 1988, as we all recall as eradicator, as we all recall, we were reporting wild polio virus from 125 countries. Every year we were reporting greater than 350 cases from 125 countries. Can you imagine right now as we speak, we have taken all 125 countries, only two countries, only Pakistan and Afghanistan. And then we have taken the greater than 350,000 cases a year. We have taken it down to a handful of wild polio virus cases. As we speak, we have only 74, 19 from Afghanistan and 55 from Pakistan. So you Rotarians and then the government officials, we have to proud of your performances, and you have to be encouraged for the progress we have made in terms of polio eradication. Not only this, if you see the progress of the polio eradication in the game strategies that we have completed from 2013 to 2018, we have achieved an excellent milestone. It's good to remind ourselves that we have achieved. We all know that polio virus strain are 3 types. During this time period, we have declared eradication of type 2 and type 3 wild polio virus back in 2015 and 19 respectively. So now we are dealing only with wild polio virus type 1. This is a big milestone. And no wild polio virus detection anywhere, no wild polio virus detection anywhere outside of the 3 endemic countries since 2013. I'm referring Nigeria, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. But after 2016, we are reporting only from Pakistan and Afghanistan. If Nigeria is going to make it now, we'll be dealing with Afghanistan and Pakistan. That is a big milestone in terms of moving forward in the eradication effort. And then during this 2013 and 18 period, we also managed to stop the CVDPV2 outbreak in Syria, regardless of all the ongoing war. So that was a very big milestone in terms of making the eradication practical. So, but the journey is not easy. The Global Polio Eradication Initiative is facing many different challenges, especially while we are moving to the last mile. The race is not going to be easy. So among the challenges the global polio eradication is facing, vaccine-derived polio virus outbreak is the key. As you can see from this slide, this will take us to recall the switch program we have done from the trivalent polio oral polio vaccine to bivalent oral polio vaccine back in 2016. If you take 2016 as a benchmark, there were only 2 countries affected by CVDPV2 or vaccine-derived polio virus. But as we speak, like by the end of 2019, 20 countries got infected with CVDPV2. That is 10 times bigger than the one back in 2016. So this is a big setback for the global polio eradication initiative. We are dealing with wild polio virus in one side, and at the same time, the GPA is challenged because of an increased emergency of CVDPV2. And literally, mainly because of the challenge we were having immediately and then during a switch program where some countries were not able to introduce IPV. So that children born after May 2016 are vulnerable because of immunity gap for type 2. Not only this, the outbreak response we were doing immediately after switch, because the quality was suboptimal. Because of quality of outbreak response, the outbreak was extending from one country to the other country. In addition to this, another factor leading us for CVDPV2 outbreak is the extended use of OPV2. The switch model was predicting to have CVDPV like back in 2017 and 18. Unfortunately, the outbreak extended to 2019 and having 20 infected countries with CVDPV2. So this leads us to use more type 2 vaccine, which leads receding of the outbreak. Narrowing down only to the outbreak countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan, you can see from this slide that both Pakistan and Afghanistan, 2019 and 2020 are not a good years. I really compliment or second the very nice point that has been highlighted by Aziz Maimensab about the incident in Peshawar, where we ended up stopping campaign back in April 2019 and resume campaign in December 2019. Do you imagine that is that left us to 7 to 8 months gap of campaign, which leads a very big immunity gap. So as you can see, in terms of wild poliovirus transmission or circulation, both Afghanistan and Pakistan are affected. And then you can see both from the human case, which is the red dot, and the environmental sample, which is the light blue dot. So when we think of eradicating polio from the two endemic countries, we are always treating Pakistan and Afghanistan as one epidemiologic block because of the cross-border issues. Whatever we are making good in Pakistan, we have to make sure Afghanistan is also doing good. And then the reverse is true. Otherwise, it's quite difficult to make the eradication without the two countries working together. Not only because of, when I'm talking the country-wide Pakistan, not only because of wild poliovirus. Now, Pakistan is also challenged because of CVD-PV2 outbreak. We are dealing with the endemic wild poliovirus one. At the same time, we are dealing with now the CVD-PV2. When I say CVD-PV2, I'm saying circulating vaccine-derived poliovirus 2. So as you can see from the table and from the graph, you can see KP is highly heated province in terms of CVD-PV. But the impact in KP, we are getting it in other province, like in Karachi, in Sindh, we do have one CVD-PV case from a human case. We do have multiple environmental sample positive for CVD-PV2, but from a human, we have got one from Karachi site, and that is linked with the other province. So the burden of polio in Pakistan is not only wild poliovirus, but also vaccine-derived. So if I'm going to take you down to the province, just to have an idea where we are in terms of provincial burden, you can see where we stand as Sindh. Sindh stands the second in terms of wild poliovirus burden. And then KP is the leading province in terms of having a big outbreak, followed by Sindh. So in 2018, as we speak, we do have 18 wild poliovirus cases. Last year, the same time, we were having 3 cases. Last year, the same time, we were having only 3 districts infected. But now we do have 10 districts infected. Last year, we were not having circulated vaccine-derived poliovirus. But this year, as you can see here, we do have 1 case. We already have an established circulation of vaccine-derived poliovirus in Karachi. So this is epidemiology, global and country and provincial epidemiology. But the rest is challenged because of COVID. All of a sudden, COVID came up and the whole polio eradication activity has been compromised. Apologies if there is a difference in figure of COVID for each province. I just took this data. This is data as of this morning, 9:12 a.m. This is a national data. As you can see, Sindh is a highly affected province. Sindh government has done lots and tremendous effort in terms of fighting with COVID. They have done a very good initiative from the start that was taken even as a model for other provinces. With regardless of all the effort and the initiatives, we do have a high number of confirmed COVID cases. As you can see, the active case, the days, and then the recoveries. So unfortunately, COVID came up and really affected the polio program. So the moment COVID popped up, the whole polio machinery has been converted to COVID support in terms of planning and coordination of COVID activities, in terms of the whole COVID surveillance, the whole polio surveillance, integrated COVID surveillance, the whole data management supporting the Chief Minister COVID response cell, and then communication cadres of the GPI has fully been utilized for COVID. But every negative experience has its own lesson. We have been challenged by COVID. At the same time, we have to take lesson out of this bad experience. So some of the lessons we have taken for COVID, it was an extraordinary example to see the commitment and then the involvement of medias, or the maximum utilization of medias for awareness raising. And the enhanced political commitment and leadership at all levels can be taken as a very good example. The mobilization of government resources, including HR, logistic, all health-related logistic mobilization was extraordinary. That we can take as an example for polio eradication. And the multi-sectoral collaboration in stopping the outbreak, the health system strengthening, the use of technology. Imagine all these cost-effective video conferences or virtual meeting. We will explore more, and we will use them for the polio eradication initiative. But the impact of COVID on polio eradication initiative is extremely tremendous. As you can see from my slide here, COVID affected almost all pillars of polio eradication. We do have 4 pillars: the supplementary immunization, the surveillance, and the strengthening of routine immunization, the mop-up activities. All pillars of polio eradication has been critically compromised by COVID-19. As you can see from this table, back in March, we were having a plan to conduct IPV to protect children from CBDPV infection. That was a paralysis preventive campaign that has been planned in March, but we were not able to do it. Even the March SCNID has been stopped. We were not able to do catch up in March. And even different case response campaigns in different corners of the country or Pakistan were stopped. We are not able to make it. We were supposed to do NID countrywide campaign targeting almost 40 million under 5 children in Pakistan. We were not able to vaccinate. In June, we were supposed to vaccinate 21 million children in the whole of Pakistan. It was not able to make it. You can imagine all this cancellation of all this round of campaign is leading us to an increasing gap of immunity against wild polio virus. So not only on the campaigns, but also if it were not for the COVID situation, we could vaccinate this number of children from the transit point vaccination program. So specifically, we could vaccinate this big number of children through the permanent transit point, but we stopped the permanent transit point vaccination back in March. The moment we got a case in Sindh, we stopped the transit point, keeping in mind fueling of COVID transmission. The impact of COVID on surveillance and routine EPI can be witnessed from this data. If you see the 3 months data from March, April, May, you can see the number of AFP cases. When I say AFP, I'm referring acute flaccid paralysis cases, a human case. The number of cases is getting declined in an increasing fashion. If you see the same for routine EPI, if you see the key antigen coverage, BCG, Penta1, Penta3, IPV, Measles 1, the coverage of these key antigens reduced more than 50%. The coverage of 89% of BCG back in like January, it goes in February, it goes down to 41% in April. So the red bar is showing you how much the coverage of routine API has been declined. So where are we? This is a burden. What I was trying to highlight is the burden of COVID, and then the burden of CBDPV2, and the burden of wild poliovirus 1. But where are we in terms of global way forward? As you can see, following the 2013 to 2018 polio endgame strategy, the GPI developed a new polio endgame strategy targeting 2019 to 2023. this strategic plan is an opportunity. Countries working on polio eradication, we have to make sure we are aligning our day-to-day polio eradication activities on this strategic plan. This strategic plan is targeting eradicating wild poliovirus 1 because type 1 and type 2 has already been eradicated and declared in the previous strategic plan. So the work of this strategic plan is to finish type 1, which is still giving us a headache. Number 2, this strategic plan is targeting to eliminate the vaccine-derived poliovirus. So I would say this strategic plan is a finishing plan to end polio eradication or to reach to our goal of eradicating polio from the world. So we all Rotarians, all international partners and government of eradication implementing countries, we have to make sure our day-to-day efforts are aligned with the goal and objectives of this strategic plan. So it has an eradication goal, it has an integration goal. We have to eradicate type 1 and then CVD-PV2. We have to integrate the polio surveillance with vaccine preventable disease surveillance. And we have to also integrate the polio structure in terms of improving and strengthening routine EPI or immunization that will help us to sustain the polio eradication initiative. Without strengthening the routine EPI, it's going to be a real struggle to make the eradication practical. Of course, once we are making it, the third goal of this strategy is certification and containment. Inshallah, we'll make it. And finally, this strategic document is also containing enabling areas. What we all have to consider in our day-to-day eradication activity is we have to make
Dr. Asalif?
Yes.
Dr. Asalif, we are running short of time. Can you wrap it up?
Yes, I'm wrapping up. So please. We have to make sure gender is well mainstream. So countrywide, we are in a very good progress. We do have a very strong Pakistan government commitment. We have to capitalize on that. And we have to also work out on low risk perception and concern on vaccine safety. And we have to work out on cross-border coordination with Afghanistan. And we are working on transformation in terms of structure, process, people, and data of this program. We have to make it happen in terms of making or bringing fit for a purpose human resource for the program. And finally, as a country intervention against COVID, we have agreed to resume polio activities. That has been fully endorsed by TAG, as it has been explained by Aziz Mehmen Saab. So some of us, we may be asking, if we are resuming for polio, are we going to increase the COVID transmission? That may be a question that is coming to your mind. But by going back to polio activity and doing house-to-house vaccination, the chance of increasing COVID transmission is very minimal. And then different models are showing that we are good to go for resumption of polio campaign. Definitely, we are going to resume in July with a very small scale campaign in Karachi, followed by August and then September, so that we'll continue to manage the outbreak. Of course, resumption of campaign or all other polio activity during this COVID needs a high-level political commitment, adaptation of SIA to operation to reduce COVID risk. Mainly and then very importantly, it needs government commitment, advocacy. So Rotarians, you can work out on advocacy of polio resumption. I'm finalizing my presentation in the coming 1 or 2 minutes by telling you the support from Rotary. We are very much thankful. We are very much honored. You Rotarians, you have to be proud on the work you are doing on polio eradication, on the financial support you are providing, which is greater than 2 billion USD globally and greater than 300 million in Pakistan. And not only the financial, but also the shelter provision for the PTPs, the resource center you are providing, the team support center, the immunization center, solar and water filtration in terms of polio plus activity, the reverse osmosis water filtration plant, and all the vaccine carrier support is extremely appreciated. And then we have to keep up on that support. These are just some of the pictures. By this, let me wrap up my presentation. And it was a very big honor for me to give this presentation to you. Over to you, Aziz Mehman, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Asalif. And now we have with us the UNICEF country chief, Shiba Afghani. Do we have with us Shiba Afghani? Ashar? Ashar, do we have Shiba Afghani? Kashif?
Sir, not yet. Abhi she is not here. She is not here.
Afghani is not there?
No, not there.
And what about the EOC coordinator, Fayaz Hussain Abbasi?
Fayaz Hussain Abbasi, let me check.
Shiba Afghani, you have the phone number of Shiba Afghani, no? Ashar? 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 Ashar, can you hear me? Shiba Afghani is not there?
No, sir.
Can we move forward then? Ikra, can you check up if Shiba Afghani is there?
Shiba is not there. We have one of your panelists, Michael McGovern, in the session.
Ikra?
Ji sir, hello. Hello. Sir, can you hear us?
थोड़ा सा अपना वॉल्यूम हाई करें.
Yes.
Sir, Aziz. Can you hear us?
Yes, now we can hear.
Is Shiba Afghani there?
No, sir, ma'am. Shiba is not in the.
Fayaz Saab is there.
Ji?
Fayaz Saab is there.
So let Fayaz Saab start. Fayaz Hussain Abbasi, EOC coordinator.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Please start. You have 10 minutes, Mr. Fayaz Abbasi.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's indeed an honor for me for having been invited on this. A detailed briefing has been given by one of our core team members, and we are sir, working along in coordination with NEOC for this coming campaign, sir. Given the fact that we have challenge of COVID, but still we are trying our level best to make the best possible preparations, and inshallah with all the SOPs, with all the requirements, we will be going out with full strength to make it a success, sir. Thank you, sir.
That's it?
Yes, sir. A detailed briefing has been given by one of our core team members. This is what I had to answer.
Okay. Can you spot Shiba Afghani on the screen somewhere? Shiba Afghani?
She is not there.
Of UNICEF.
Shiba.
Ashar, can you ring her up?
Sir, I just rang up to UNICEF office and they said that we are contacting to Shiba and she will soon be joining.
But the time is there, she has to join.
Yes, she has to.
Okay. So Fayaz, Mr. Fayaz Abbasi is there. Mr. Fayaz Abbasi?
Yes, sir.
You have to look at the northern Sindh because that's where we are getting the cases as far as Sindh is concerned, and give more emphasis on northern Sindh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is the area where there is much spread. But this campaign of July, sir, we will be learning many lessons from this as to how we have to proceed further in future because of this COVID challenge, sir. So, inshallah, we will try our level best to make it a success in July in Karachi. Then the things will be easier for us to replicate them in northern Sindh, sir.
Very good, because our past governor Salim Rao is working very hard in northern Sindh, and we have now Rotarians from, I can see, from all over, from Khairpur, from Jacobad, from all the northern areas listening, and they are also going to support you very actively as you move to northern Sindh also, after Karachi, of course.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Inshallah, we will try our best. And I have served as Deputy Commissioner Khairpur also, so I have a fair idea of that area, sir, in northern Sindh. So, inshallah, we will make all out efforts to make it a success there, sir.
Yes, I remember when I came to Khairpur, I had a meeting with you. You're very active. You are a very active person, and we are lucky to have you as the EOC coordinator. So as soon as Sheba joins, we will move forward. And if she's not joining in next 5 minutes, we will ask other speakers to take over. Ashar, any update from Sheba?
I'm just calling her, but she is not attending. So I call her personal assistant. So he said that I am contacting her and then she will soon join. But she is still not joined this meeting.
Okay. So we have Fayaz Abbasi with us, Salif with us. So we will talk to them for a few minutes and then we move forward. If Sheba cannot join us, we will leave her out. She is not responding herself.
Yes, sir. Not responding.
So, my friends, as I was mentioning to you, and as you saw in the very detailed presentation of Dr. Asalif, that what needs to be done is that we need full political commitment. Full commitment from the army also, because as you have seen that recently there have been terrorist attacks in North Waziristan, and this is a sad thing, and they will disrupt the polio work in Bannu, in Bajur, and Lucky Marwat, which are critical areas for us. So we have the challenges, but with the full political commitment, with full support of the army and our partners and the Rotarians of all over Pakistan, we should be able to cross the bridge and move forward towards making Pakistan and Afghanistan polio free. As you know, Nigeria has not reported any case, and as soon as the meeting takes place, when it is going to take place, we don't know. It could be in August. At that time, the whole of Africa would be declared polio free. So that will then leave us with the Embro region, and in Embro, Pakistan and Afghanistan are two countries which are polio endemic. So we hope that Pakistan and Afghanistan will be soon free from polio. This morning I was on a Zoom meeting with President nominee Shekhar, who's going to join us today also, and he was emphasizing that We need to make Pakistan and Afghanistan polio free, and thus the whole world will become polio free. It has been now 41 years since Rotary is putting in time and money for polio eradication efforts. Definitely, we have saved 3 billion children from getting paralyzed. Definitely, from 125 countries, we are left with 2. But these 2 are also too many, and 2 means one of ours also. So we need to finish that. Now, is Shiba Afghani there? No.
Not yet, sir. No.
Not yet. Not yet. So we have to. Is Ahmad Ali Sheikh there? Dr. Ahmad Ali Sheikh?
No, he is also not there.
Okay. नहीं नजर आ रहा है?
1 minute. Dr. Ahmad Ali Sheikh is here.
Okay, Dr. Ahmad Ali Sheikh is the Bill Melinda Gates Foundation. Can we unmute him so he can speak for a few minutes?
Yeah.
Sir, Assalamualaikum, sir.
जी अहमद अली शेख क्या हाल है ठीक है हो
Okay, sir. I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Good. Now tell us that how you plan to proceed in restarting the campaign in July, and we don't want to put our frontline workers at risk. We have to take care of them as we move forward.
Rightly, sir. I think Dr. Salif and our coordinator also mentioned we are taking care as we are going for small scale, and we have already done training. And in training, we have already got SOP. In good SOP, that SOPs we are thinking that how we can take the staff. So daily there will be everything we are looking at that for the accordingly SOP will provide the all the mask, sanitizer, and also we are planning to check their temperature. Accordingly, we are going, and then hopefully and we learn from this, and then we continue in other areas. So training is already conducted in the master trainer done. Now we are planning to district level training. As you know that only 23 UCs we have involved for this CVPD. So hopefully we'll try our best and put our best staff to take care of the damn staff. And then we are trying to, instead of 1-member team, 2-member team to just cover the area properly. So hopefully there are good guidelines from the national EOC, and we ensure that daily following them. So inshallah, we have already requested the national EOC for the PPEs if we are getting them. Otherwise, we have already some buffer stock in our NEO, in national Sindh EOC. We also provide them and take care of them. And also we are just selecting the teams because we are also getting out those over 50-year ladies from this teams. They will not work. So inshallah, we are trying our best, and we are already our EOC, and you know that they are already involved in the COVID. So we know, and we are supporting them, and hopefully we'll getting the better result, inshallah. And rightly you said that about this nursing, we are also focusing on that. That is our now point. You remember that last time before in 2017-18, with your support, your guidance, we done very good job in there. Again, we try our best and learn lesson. We try the best people there, and we also focus on that wild polio virus. Looking at that, and also we have started this extended outreach for the routine immunization. So we are trying our best, but again, you know that the gap which have done the damage, because there was big gap from last year, as Salif mentioned. So inshallah, with your all support, and we involve all the Rotarians, they are always very supportive us, always very supportive, and then inshallah, hopefully we'll do the best with their support in the North, inshallah.
And another area, Dr. Ahmad Ali, is the Makran belt, starting from Thatta, Shujawal, and going up to Badin. You have to keep an eye on the Makran belt also.
Yes, sir. Rightly you said that we are also focusing on that. Initially, we involved that belt in this case response, but unfortunately, we don't have this vaccine, and we are looking at we are making this pilot. Otherwise, this area, you rightly said that it was included in our original complaint. Inshallah, we'll try our best, and then your guidance and support, inshallah, we'll do the best.
And we have very active club in Thatta, in Badin also, and hopefully we should be making a club in Shujawal also. Now with this, can you unmute PDG Feskit? Why?
PG Feskit.
Ikra?
Unmute. 1 minute.
Yes, sir. Yes, I can.
Ji sir, how are you? Welcome.
Very well, thank you.
You have done a great work in COVID, and it's starting from distribution of ration to making full use of the disaster grant of $25,000 plus Tehzeeb Kazmi collecting funds and now moving towards the distribution of items which would be received by the through the a global grant of $80,000. So, can you please share our views, your views, with us on COVID and as to how soon we can put COVID on one side and move towards eradication of polio? Over to past Governor Peskidwai.
Thank you. Thank you, Trustee Aziz Mehman, District Governor Rais Khan, and all the leaders and our participants in this program. Well, yes, it's really a pleasure to share the activities of our Rotary and Rotaract Club during the COVID. Well, as we Rotarians are always ready for any eventuality, and whenever we face a challenge, we take those challenges as opportunity. And this is what we have done. Although COVID-19 is perhaps the biggest challenge during last 100 years, so we thought this perhaps is the biggest opportunity now for us, the Rotarians and Rotaractors and the Rotary family, to come forward and contribute and do our play role in whatever manners we can. So we immediately, as it always happens, we have seen during last 20 years in earthquakes, cyclones, whenever we face an eventuality or a tragedy, all the Rotarians and the family members and Rotaractors, they are always active. So this is precisely what happened this time, although it was a very risky affair, but nobody bothered. And the best thing was that in Sindh and also in Balochistan, the two provinces of District 3271, we immediately went and had partnership with the provincial governments and the local governments. And I think that was the biggest achievement, because by partnering with them, and this was done within the first week of this tragedy. And what happened then was that these provincial governments, administrative governments at the local level, they all said they were aware of Rotary's performance and Rotary's role in polio eradication and the whole system, which organized system which we have. They took no time and offered Rotary to join with them, and we had a memorandum of understanding signed with them, where I can give you the example of Sindh, that in each and every 29 districts, administrative districts, a member of a Rotary club was member of the DC's administrative committee in that area. And that was a big achievement, which means, Aziz, that it was not just the support of our clubs itself or whatever we got in the name of Rotary, but we helped these administrative governments to pass on the support which they were getting from the government in terms of cash and in terms of kind and from other institutions, organizations, and help them in proper execution of the entire activity. And there is where Rotarians played a very important role. That I remember a few in quite a few districts where the DC, when he received cash donation from support from Sindh government, they gave it to the Rotarians and the Rotary Club to manage it. And that is something, because they all are aware of the credibility of Rotary, and because Rotary believes in spending it properly. So I think that was the biggest achievement, and that has made us to move forward now. As far as Rotarians are concerned, yes, they have personally contributed more than 10,000 PPEs. They have contributed more than 10,000 food bags and so many things. But as I said, the more valuable input was the time and which they gave in the implementation of the entire program of Sindh government in most of these districts. And now we are moving on towards the next stage, which is we know that this COVID-related activities would continue for next couple of years. At least Rotary is now planning the after effects also. And we have planned a strategic program for next 3 years where our incoming 3 leadership of Rotary in the district are also in the same line, and we are focusing in 2 areas. One, health, and the other is education. Because immediately, along with health, we have to jump into the education sector, into the literacy sector, because we know that we are also fallen behind in terms of in the education area where schools are closed. So one thing we are focusing, and I would like to invite the government of India to partner with us in the education sector, in the literacy sector, is we are introducing the e-learning programs in Pakistan, and we can begin from Sindh. So my offer is to the Honorable Health Minister and to the Honorable Chief Secretary that they are well aware of Rotary's seriousness in all these areas. We are ready to partner with them. This is again, I say, an opportunity where we can introduce the e-learning concepts which Rotary is practicing elsewhere in the world. So we certainly, the Rotarians and road tractors are all mobilized. And in fact, we were concerned that Rotary might be losing membership. In fact, this has provided us an opportunity where we are increasing membership, because there are people around who want to join Rotary, and we partner with them. We are looking for all types of partnerships, and I through this program, I would like to share this message with all. That come forward, let us join hands and face the challenge together, and let us take this as an opportunity.
Thank you, wonderful. Thank you, good work done. And my friends, as my friend Faiz said, that today
Shiva has joined.
Okay, just let me finish. Today, the world needs Rotary more. Look at what Rotary Foundation has done for COVID-19. We approved 226 disaster grant. We approved 262 global grant to support COVID, not only in Pakistan, all over the world. So today, Rotary is playing a major role. Rotary Foundation is playing a major role, and we will take advantage of this and increase our membership. If Shiba Afghani has joined, we'll give her 10 minutes and she can start now.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be part of this very important meeting. As far as UNICEF goes and the polio partnership goes, this is one of the most important partnerships for us at every level, especially in the communities. As a communication specialist, whether in Horn of Africa or in Pakistan, we've relied, especially for mobilization and beyond just polio, for integrated service delivery, for EI. Rotary has always played a very important role. We particularly also appreciate the work being done in Gadap, in Gujro. Our teams in Sindh have really appreciated the linkages that have been provided by Rotary as well. And in the upcoming campaigns as well, as we face now the COVID context, we are really looking forward to this support to build community trust, because Rotary comes in with already a very good feel and pulse of the communities, and we would really like to leverage some of your partnerships in some of the most high-risk areas in Pakistan. We are looking forward to creating that trust together. We are looking forward to working with your people on the ground. So as we look at alliance building recently, even if you look at the tag recommendation, there's been a lot of focus on really doing community-led mobilization, and we are looking at learning from your experience as well and building those alliances, mapping those alliances together in a very, very sensitive context now. So even for capacity building, we would be happy to look at some of the tools that we've developed and also share them with our partners as well, to have a kind of a common understanding on the ground, how to move forward. People, as we understand now, have huge questions on the COVID context, because we've been messaging through different platforms on social distancing. So getting a step in will be one of the most important things for us. Would be, how can our frontline worker and also your workers be supported to get that foot into the door post-COVID and the other messaging in the environment. So really looking forward to those relationships on the ground, sharing of information, sharing of the capacity building experiences, and definitely having one sort of an understanding of how we want to move forward. There are other areas that we would like to also showcase some of the work that Rotary has been doing. You've all heard of the perception management initiative. We would really like to showcase our partners. So not just the polio program on its own, but show real face of people on the ground who've been working in very tough contexts. So look at what are the social media platforms that are available for us, even through Rotary and your partners, and also some of the partnerships that we've built moving forward at every level, whether it's advocacy, whether it's media platforms, and whether it's in the community. We're really looking forward to this partnership and moving forward. So please, I'm open to any additional comments, but in the upcoming campaigns, etc., looking forward to moving even more closely, because everything is about community trust and partnerships moving forward. Thank you from my side, and I'm open to any additional comments or questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Shiba. Thank you very much. And thank you for joining us. Can I ask Ikra if Chief Secretary Mumtaz Ali Shah Saab has joined us? Ikra? Kashif?
जी सर, हेलो जी सर,
चीफ सेक्रेटरी मुमताज अली शाह साहब ने ज्वाइन कर लिया है हमें?
नहीं सर, no. Mumtaz Ali Shah not in the list of participants yet.
रईस को पता होगा, डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर रईस।
सर मैं चेक कर लेती हूँ। नहीं सर।
अच्छा, फिर हमें फहीम अभी अच्छे थी ना लाइन थे? अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, कोई मैसेज उनके तरफ से आए तो कोई ॿियो बि कोई ॾेई मैसेज ना, इंटरनेशनल पार्टिसिपेंट भी आई लाइन ते ना, जल्दी से। This was what about the chief secretary? Chief secretary is not coming. Ikra? Chief secretary?
Sir, Azra ma.
Dr. Azra was on the telephone. She is in the Sindh Assembly, and there is a budget session, and at this point of time, there is a voting going on, and they have to clear the budget. So she has sent a message to me to convey her message to all the participants, and it was very important for the government to have the budget session. She had said her regrets there, but they said no, you come, every vote counts. So Dr. Adra has sent a WhatsApp message to me that please convey my highest regard to the International Polio Plus Committee Chair, Mike McGovern, whom I've met several times, and assure him and all the Rotarians of Sindh that we will do our best to make sure that the next campaign is a success. And with that, we will move forward to taking a full NID in November and December, at the same time protecting our front-line workers. So we have no news of Chief Secretary. He also must be in the Parliament. I'm sorry, because of this budget session, which was not scheduled to be called on Sunday, but they have done on Saturday, but they have done it. So, Asher, can you see Mike McGovern?
Yes, he is here.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. So we are, there is someone who loves to work with Rotarian and whose mission and passion is eradicating polio. And in the middle of the night, he is with us all the way from Maine, USA, International Polio Plus Committee Chair Michael McGovern. He has been the past Vice President of Rotary International, Vice Chair of Rotary Foundation, and he is working with us day and night, all the time. We are thankful to him for his support. About 4 months back, he was in Pakistan with K.R. Ravindran and President Holger, and we had a detailed meeting with the health minister, with Prime Minister Imran Khan, and with the Chief of Army Staff, General Bajwa. So we are thankful to him. And with these words, I hand over to IPPC Chair Mike McGovern.
Yes, thank you very much, Aziz. And I noticed someone is screen sharing. I'm not sure why.
And the screen share.
Yeah, can you have Mike in the center? Someone is screen sharing. Ikra, dekh lo na? Yes, here you are, sir.
But thank you very much, Aziz, and I appreciate removing the screen share. It was a little bit disconcerting. First of all, it's wonderful to be with you all in Pakistan, and I see we have a few others from other countries. It's been a very interesting time with COVID-19, with trying to keep polio going. And, you know, we always, from the very beginning of the polio program, have had challenges that have been unexpected and that have been difficult. And, you know, I can't speak for the whole 41 years as to each of those challenges and how they were overcome. But at the same time, this one it is difficult. And, you know, thankfully in Pakistan and so many other places, as like we just heard from Faiz Kidway, excuse me, you know, Rotarians have stepped up. They've very much become engaged, involved, and, you know, that makes a difference. But, you know, the way forward, though, you know, it's not easy. You know, we had a technical advisory group meeting a couple of days ago in Pakistan. It was followed by one this week in Afghanistan. And, you know, you hear a lot about Pakistan, but let me talk a little bit about Afghanistan. You know, where the technical advisory group in Pakistan, you know, basically said, be very careful, start to go forward, begin the SIAs, begin the National Immunization Days. And they had set dates, and they did it very carefully. They said, you know, the importance of protecting the workers. They pointed out that the danger is very low. We're talking young kids, which, you know, don't get COVID, you know, like others do. But at the same time, you know, I was pleased to hear Pakistan is moving forward with the program. But in Afghanistan, one of the things we heard during that Zoom call is that in one of the EOCs, the Emergency Operating Centers, one of the key ones in Afghanistan, 90% of the workers have come down with COVID. 90%. They've had a number of deaths. They didn't identify the exact number of polio workers. The head of the expanded program of immunization was on the call the first day, and almost immediately he started coughing. And then announced that he had just come down with all the COVID symptoms that morning. The health minister in Afghanistan has had COVID. The head of the polio program, Dr. Stansnitsky, and pronunciation might be a little off, he was unavailable because of he has COVID. And then you look at the situation here in the United States. And, you know, I often, when I speak with other countries, I don't talk about the country I live in, but I think I need to in this instance. In the United States, we had 40,000 cases of COVID yesterday. It was the most number of cases we have had in a single day since COVID started. We have people who aren't wearing masks. We have people who aren't being careful. And where COVID is growing now is in states where the political leadership has discouraged safe practices. It's been all about getting the bars open, the places you get alcohol. It's all about getting business back without a focus on the health of people. And in some of those political leaders, starting at the very top in the United States, refuse to be seen wearing masks. It is not a good situation. And but I think there are lessons for it in Pakistan. I think that I have seen, in various Zoom meetings and news accounts, the prime minister and others wearing masks. Not always, but, in appropriate settings wearing masks and in being careful. So, I want to say there's nothing more important to me than ending polio. But if we're to end polio, we need to have especially the confidence of the frontline workers. We need the continued support of the Rotarians in Pakistan. And, in order to make sure that happens, we just had the UNICEF representative talk about communications. There is nothing more important right now than ensuring that the frontline polio workers, the Rotarians, and the others who work in the polio program remain safe and remain healthy. There is nothing more important than them taking every precaution to be sure that they are safe, and when we resume house-to-house vaccinations, that the people are safe that they go to. So, I encourage everyone, as beginning with Aziz and everyone, one of the most important things Rotarians can do is to make sure there's not a rush, to make sure that, in fact, everyone has the personal protective equipment, the PPE that they need, the mask, the gowns, the face shields. And I've seen a number of photos on Facebook from Pakistan of Rotarians working on those different things. Well, as this program starts up again at the end of July, it is crucial that Rotarians in the clubs, in the areas where vaccinations are beginning, get the word back to Aziz, get the word back through the coordinators in their different areas, and actually for the Rotarians to go out and to look to make sure that all of these protective measures are taken. Because if we lose the support of the frontline workers, if we lose the support of Rotarians, it would be a setback that would be very difficult to recover. As we renew these vaccinations, it is so important that if things go wrong this time, it's going to set us back for years. I want to give a positive, uplifting message, but at the same time, I think, Mikhail, having seen what's happened in my country, having seen what's going on in Afghanistan, Pakistan is in a unique situation. Rotarians are very talented there, very, very bright, very dedicated. And, and we depend on you. And I say we, everyone who cares about polio eradication, we depend on you to have the oversight, to see what's going on. And there's nothing more important for you to do than to make sure that the frontline workers and that everyone's safe and that the Rotarians are safe. I also want to talk about other ways forward. One of the representatives mentioned integration. A lot of the folks in the homes where we've visited, they're tired of saying polio workers. We need to provide other interventions and help, and that's the key role for Rotary, is to help to see some of those needs. Helping with the water supply and other things. We need the support of the government. Fortunately, Aziz mentioned when Holger was there and Ravi and Aziz and I was there in early February. Imran Khan could not have been more supportive. The Army General Bajwa, we met with, he could not be more supportive. And from an outsider, it was interesting to see just how closely they're working together with the Army, not only providing security, but also logistics support and also being very welcomed by the Prime Minister and by the other individuals. So, I congratulate all of you on the progress that you're making in Pakistan, particularly on the very, very excellent work you've done with the COVID-19. And it was alluded to, I just want to talk about one other thing briefly. 4 years ago in September, we had some cases that we didn't expect in Nigeria. It was in an area controlled by Boko Haram, and it was a major setback for the program because we're almost 3 years without a case. Well, here we are 4 years later. The Regional Certification Commission for Africa, a week and a half ago now, said for the last 4 countries that they had said in Africa that weren't polio-free in the Afro section of Africa, as WHO calls it, they certified them as those individual countries as polio-free. So that group is going to be meeting in late August. And right now, we're 95% expectation that they are going to declare Africa as polio-free. That is a great achievement for the polio program, for all of those countries in Africa, most of all for the children of the world. It's also a major challenge to Pakistan and Afghanistan now that you're the final 2 countries. The whole world is behind you in supporting you. Rotary will continue to prioritize, and will even more so prioritize the resources that Rotarians donate to assist you in Pakistan and to assist the Afghanis. We're with you. We're going to accomplish this with your support. We're going to provide the assistance, but in the end, it's the government of Pakistan, it's the people of Pakistan, it's the frontline workers, it's the Rotarians who are going to make this happen. So I thank you all for your continuing great work in eradicating polio. I urge you to be cautious in the days ahead and ensure that we don't look for short-term gains in a way that sacrifices the true long-term gain that we hope to achieve. That's a polio-free Afghanistan, a polio-free Pakistan, and a polio-free world. So thank you, Aziz, for your leadership. I thank you, Governor. I thank all of the Rotarians in your district. And Aziz, also on a personal note, you've been a great friend. You are a great friend to work with. And I congratulate you. Today is the 27th of June. On 1 July, you'll become a trustee of the Rotary Foundation, and you'll be my boss in that role. And I look forward to continuing to serve with you, and as well as with all the members of your committees and all those who assist with polio eradication in Pakistan. So thank you. It may be early morning here, but the sun has come up, and there's a bright new day ahead. So thank you.
Mike, you will remain my boss now and forever. As a matter of fact, today also, I call Bob Scott my boss because I learned a lot for him. He came to Pakistan 14 times, and those were the most difficult times. You have come at least 8 times. So when Bob Scott can be my boss, you definitely are my boss and will remain my boss, whatever may be my designation. Thank you, Mike. And we assure you that we will have safety as our prime objective, and we will not be over-ambitious. We will be cautious. As I told you that our zonal coordinator, Balochistan, Dr. Hanif Khilji, is in the hospital for last 42 days. I'm in touch with his daughter, and he is improving, but he lost his brother also in COVID. So everyone who is affected affects us and makes us more cautious, more careful. Every step we will take towards polio eradication, we will make sure that our frontline workers are protected from COVID. Mike, thank you for getting up so early in the morning to be with us, and we'll see you again tomorrow evening.
Well, Thank you, Aziz. And please also give my regards to Dr. Azra. I'm disappointed.
I will. I know she. Yeah, she's stuck up in the budget session, and she has also conveyed the highest regards. And as Mike is there taking advantage of his presence, let me tell all the Rotarians that the polio breakout session is going to be on the 8th of July. It will be 8 a.m. Chicago time. That means 6 p.m. Pakistan time. And there would be a link for you to register. And we are trying to have that program shared on the Facebook also. We will provide you more details. So all those who are free, please mark in your calendar 8th of July, 8 a.m. Chicago time, 6 p.m. Pakistan time. Thank you, Mike. Love you.
Thanks, Aziz.
Is Mr. Masood Balli there to give word of thanks, Ashar? Can you unmute Masood Balli?
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
Can you unmute him?
Yes, he is unmuted.
Unmuted. Past President Masood Balli Saab.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Go ahead. We can see you sitting in Mirpur Khas. There are some mango orchards behind you.
They are all harvested now. Aziz Saab, it has been a great experience to be part of this proceeding today at the district level. And we are grateful to WHO, UNICEF, FAS Kidwai, EOC, Government of Sindh for their assurances, and Minister of Health. With COVID coming in, the challenges have grown, and to meet these challenges, we have to be more innovative as we progress into July, August, September, and October. I also deeply appreciate the participation of Rotarians. I'm sure with the update they have had today, they would be encouraged to participate more and more to see that we make Pakistan polio free. We are grateful to Mike McCurtain for the advice he has given based on his experience in the United States. And I'm sure that advice will be taken seriously by all of us to see that we overcome COVID and continue to work for polio. Aziz Saab, we deeply appreciate your way of conducting this meeting. I'm sure it has contributed to our to encourage us to be more participative in polio eradication. Thank you very much, and look forward to be with you all along in polio eradication. Thank you.
Thank you, Masood Saab. And we have, the government of Sindh and Balochistan, they have resumed that EPI activities, the routine immunization, which were also halted. And we have a EPI session which Dr. Azra would be chairing on 1st of July. We have sent the invitation to you. So please join us, and any other Rotarian who would like to join that Zoom meeting, which would be chaired by Dr. Azra, which would be focusing on the routine immunization, I would be too glad to share the link with you. Again, I've got another message from Dr. Azra saying that still the budget session is going on, so she cannot walk away because she needs to cast a vote to have the budget through. With this, we will conclude our session, but let me tell my friends Rotarians that because of COVID, we had halted our health camps, we had halted our social activities. But as we gradually resume our SNIDs and on a very small scale, we will resume all the activities slowly, but we have to maintain the SOPs and we have to be very careful that while we do a noble cause of saving the children from the crippling disease, we should not put our frontline workers at risk. We have to give them full protection, maybe masks. We are trying out some washable masks also, which WHO has asked us to do, and we could be providing those masks to the frontline workers and PPI kits and everything. So we have concluded the session very much on time. Once again, thanks to Mike and to all the participants, to Fayaz Jatoi Saab, to Asalif, to Shiba Afghani, to Faiz Kidwai, and to Dr. Azraf, who's in budget session. And again, Sayyid Mumtaz Shah Saab is also in the budget session. And the highest thanks to Mike McGovern for getting up this early in the morning to join us. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. And over to Ikra.
Thank you so much, sir. It has been a great session. Like, we have learned a lot and we have noted down the points that have been coming forward towards us. Furthermore, I would like to thank Trustee Aziz Maimun for such great moderation. Thank you so much, sir. Furthermore, there is an announcement. We have Rotary International President 2021-22 coming in at dot 3:15. So I would request you all to be here on time for the session with RI President Shekhar Mehta. Thank you.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। पार्टिसिपेंट्स अभी अपने आप को जो है वो म्यूट एंड अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं इफ दे वांट टू डू फेलोशिप। वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। आप ठीक ठाक हैं? खैरियत है? बहुत ही इंफॉर्मेटिव सेशन है और तमाम तर ये सुन के ज़्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन मिल रही है तो वालेकुम अस्सलाम वरहमतुल्लाह।
Assalamu alaikum everyone. We would be taking this opportunity to recognize all the Rotarians and all the Rotractors who are part of the sessions and
आपकी आवाज ड्रॉप हो रही है। आवाज ड्रॉप हो रही है इकरा आपकी। आपकी आवाज ड्रॉप हो रही है आपकी।
we have We have Rotarians.
फिर आपकी आवाज बहुत ड्रॉप हो रही है.
भुट्टो साहब आप ठीक हो भुट्टो साहब?
अल्लाह क्या करो मैं खैरियत से
अस्सलाम
वालेकुम अस्सलाम वरहमतुल्लाह। बस म्यूट हो गया आपका।
आपने तो एंड फॉलो लिया है।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम शहबाज भाई, कैसे हैं आप? ठीक ठाक हैं?
अल्लाह का बड़ा करो आप सर.
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। रोटेटर आसिफ अली यार।
सर
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
सर मेरी आवाज आ रही है अब?
जी जी अब आ रही है आवाज।
जी. Sir, I was saying that it's a great opportunity for all of us to recognize all the Rotarians and Rotractors who are taking part from all across. We have DRC designate Nadeem Mazhar with us. We have participation from Jamshur Optimist, Paragon, we have participation from Islamabad Downtown, Beachview Club. We have
सब रेंजर साहब।
Karachi Bay with us, New Central, Gateway Avengers, Kolachi. You all can ping in the chat and we'll read out. We have
I'm here from United.
संभालोगा?
हारिस को फोन लगा, उससे बात करनी मुझे और पैसों के लिए बात करनी उससे।
आप कैसे लोग?
दर्शन जो है
इंशाल्लाह
नबीम भाई क्या हाल है?
हाँ ठीक हो, आप कैसे? दर्शन आप ठीक है?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल खैरियत है।
हेलो, क्या हाल है? सब ठीक है। दे दो हमें मैसेज पास, मैसेज लिखना है, सो मैसेज रजिस्टर करना है ना, कहाँ गया तो मैसेज रजिस्टर करने का।
If you want to go and see that.
हेलो रजील, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
हेलो, आवाज आ रही है?